have been consistent, speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Major what yo? No more bad government. Major what? No more bad government. Major what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor, no more bad government. Major war, no more bad government. Major wars media, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media, no more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria, no more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Major war, no more bad government. Major what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Major what the voice for the voiceless. Major watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Major watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Major what you
a matter of fact. Are you blaming him? Look, what are we talking about? How do you become a failed state? Are we not a failed state as a matter of fact? Now, should that be a basis for us to say we should abandon the state? No, it's simply a call for us to wake up.
I think that's a mischaracter.
That's a mischaracter. Can I say something?
What the young man, David.
Can I say something?
I think okay.
He was, hello.
Someone is talking.
Can I say something?
Yes, can we get back to Edgar?
Sorry, let me just something.
Edgar, you were saying something.
Yeah, please. Nigeria is not a failed state. Nigeria is an almost failed state. There's a big difference. Because we still have a semblance, no matter how caricature-like you get, of order. We are not yet in total anarchy. Do you get? So we are not a failed state. We are almost. You know, and that between almost and failed, you get me now, can be 100 years, can be 1 week.
Okay, do you see any
Davido's case, I'm coming.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, there's a massive difference. There's a massive difference. I don't think that what Obasi was saying. I think Obasi was just shouting a note of warning. Do you get? Now, for Davido's case, there's historical precedence in South Africa. During the apartheid, Hugh Masekela and Miriam Makeba, they went on exile and they fought for the blockade, economic and otherwise, of South Africa until a responsive government was put in place. So Davido, with all of his global influence, for me, is saying the same thing. He's not saying that I'm not Nigerian, like Kemi is saying. He's not saying that Nigeria is I don't want where I'm running to come and worse than where I'm coming from. He's just saying that for now, you get, don't go there just yet. And do not forget that Davido is in the opposition. His uncle is PDP, and he fought for a PDP government in Lagos. And Davido is politically conscious. He was among the initial leaders of the NSAS voting went haywire. Now, for Kemi, I don't blame that Kemi person. Honest to God truth, I don't blame that Kemi person. I blame our leaders who not get sense, who don't have respect for themselves and dignity. What is Abike Dabiri looking for there? I don't die. What is Abigail Dabiri looking for there? What do we need her for? If we are a country that respects themselves, 200 million people, what do we need Kemi for? Did we vote for her to represent our interests there? The woman, I tell you, what will the photo op even do for us?
Nonsense.
You get 200 million people. Britain is an island. If we have respect for ourselves, if we have the kind of leaders that should take us to where we are going to, then Kemi should be rushing to us for help.
Who the hell is Kemi?
What is she? 1976, she was in Surulere here now. See, we must begin to learn how to position ourselves with dignity. We see our president in international photo ops standing at the back. We see ourselves as Nigerians not even walking through international airports with pride. We see Ghanaians, a smaller country, not up to the size of Lagos and Oyo State put together, walking around with pride. We are walking around like slaves, like eunuchs, because of poor leadership. And then when a international giant like Obasanjo stands in the public to say, oh, there's a problem, we say he's not the bath. See, the federal government have replied him. Let me correct you, Ruth, and my brother here. Federal government replied him. That man, Sunday Dare, issued a statement. I refuse to read that statement because that statement is just a template from the Buhari regime. Anytime Obasanjo says something, they will say he's not a bath. They will say he's not a chop. They will say he's a polygamist. They will say he's a pedophile. How does that change the exchange rate of the naira? How does that change the leakages that we are seeing in this country? How does that change the continued rubber stamping of federal government policies by the State House of Assembly? Whether Obasanjo the bath or not the bath, you get the government replied him in the same way they've always replied him ever since he has put it upon himself to be. Obasanjo can be a gowon. Is that what we want? If that's what we want, not a problem. Obasanjo, a government who just does, it's not, all he just does is let us pray. You get? He can be, but his man has said to take all the insults that is thrown upon him just for the truth. For the truth. And what is the truth? What exactly did he say? What has the widow said that is far from what is going on in the country? Inflation is 33.something% and is rising.
Okay, let me get to Nokpasa.
The exchange rate.
Let me get to Nokpasa.
Okay.
You know, not only you be my guest. Let me get to Nokpasa. So Nokpasa, I wanted to ask you something. If Kemi Badenoch had remained in Nigeria, many argue she would never have risen to her current position as leader of the UK's Conservative Party. So when do you think the man no man? When do you think the man no man era would end? Allowing merit to take precedence in our political system. What further steps can the government take to foster inclusivity and reward merit over privilege and connections?
I don't know. And frankly, I don't even care. The truth is that everything will balance itself. That's how life pans out. You know. What I would like to comment about more is that I still insist that Kemi is trying a bit too hard to integrate herself into British society. There's no need to disparage the people you left back home because you are the leader of the opposition in Britain. I wish her well. I actually envisage her becoming Prime Minister of Britain, and when she does, I will make sure I'm there to give her a very big hug and tell her how proud I am of her. But there's just no need for her to. Okay.
Do you ever think a time?
Nigeria.
Do you think
As
a time?
for Davido, he's a young man. Hello.
Sorry, let me let you finish.
He's a young man who. He's a young man who is just concerned for his country. I have fundamental differences with Olusegun Obasanjo, but you do not attack the message rather than messenger. So if we were to address the message, is the message for us? The people are hungry. Can we just concentrate on that? If we can't reduce the price of fuel, if we can't reduce the electricity tariff, can we just produce enough food to feed our citizens, for God's sake? Simple.
Do you ever think a time would come?
People buy cars, 200 million, buy this, buy that. Can't we buy tractors to plow the land and feed our citizens? No, I'm not hungry. Do I look like a hungry man? You like sell food in fact, my problem is to have appetite.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
So people are hungry. The majority of us are hungry.
No, let me ask you a question. Do you ever think a time... Who says he's hungry? Edgar. Do you ever think a time would come? Do you ever think a time would come when godfatherism and man no man would not play a role in politics? Can you ever see it happening in our government?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Not to talk of women.
Why I don't think so is that, we just spin narratives in Nigeria. What is a godfather? A godfather is really just a mentor. It depends on how it works. If for instance, if it's a question of one man saying, nobody can be anything here without me, that is the bad side of godfatherism. If it is for me to look at a young man and say, you have potential, I think you can do this, you can play this role, then I support the person. Well, some people will still say I'm a godfather. I would prefer to say I'm a mentor. So it all depends. It takes somebody to lead someone somewhere. Even our Lord Jesus Christ still depended on John the Baptist to show him the path. So it depends on how you look at it. But this crazy system of some people just holding everyone else to ransom, and without me you can't be anything, that one just has to. It will certainly come to an end. This like a teething process. Water will find its level, and we will get better. Let's not lose hope in our country.
Okay, let's have Tia. Edgar, it's not your show, Edgar. Keep quiet. Let me ask you my guest questions. Stop talking. Okay. Shush. So let me ask you, Frank, what role do you think international partnerships play in helping Nigeria tackle its challenges? And how can the government leverage such alliances without compromising its sovereignty?
Oh, that's a very fantastic question. And it's so loaded that we can take a whole day trying to deconstruct it. First, do you want to know whether it's the international community that has contributed to the problems of Nigeria today? And then, like I wanted to open with, I said we are looking at a contrast of many successes versus the failure of Nigeria. So we should be, concerned about why we are a country on its knees now. But you have asked a very good question that can actually unravel the reason. First, the international community does not owe us anything. As a great country that Nigeria has been, as the leader, a sort of leader of the non-aligned movement in the African region, in the African continent, the leader of Africa, we led African liberation in this continent, and we are not getting enough credit for it. This is a great country, and I'm very proud of this country anytime, any day, irrespective of the failing situation that we are in. However, if the international community does not like Nigeria, we know that. And Fela, I will always respect the memory of Fela Adekunle Kuti, who has always reminded us that these same people in United Nations, you think they have your interest, or you think the colonial masters have your interest, or the ones that our highly respected president just visited, you think they have our interest. So what are we? You are thinking about the donor funds that are coming to massage and then to further extend their influence and find ways to keep us in this state of bad leadership. See, we need to realize that we are a country that has lost unity of purpose. That's why the competition in domination or in dominating one another is what has brought us here. Do we have a unity of purpose like the Great Britain, or like that has now made so much of a success of its colonial past and has now made Kemi one of our own to be theirs now that she's rejecting us? That's quite a successful feat on the part of the British. Or are we trying to say that, look, we're looking at successful people. Kemi is a successful successful politician. So is Davido a highly successful musician. So is the most highly respected Olusegun Obasanjo, who among them can match his records in this country. So when he speaks, we should take it very seriously. I'm not aware the presidency responded to him. They should have some measure of trepidation when they turn to Obasanjo, because the man has his records. They're there. As one of the president who has shown some measure of vision, some measure of purpose for this country. So why are we a country on our knees? It's simply because we are working across purposes. One of the major tribes, they are using politics to attempt to dominate in order to control resources against those which they are referred to as minorities. So Nigeria is a plunder zone. Everybody is trying to use either politics or one way or the other, one chicanery, one trick or the other to capture power, to capture resources, and for themselves. We are a self-centered people to the extent that nobody, that may be extreme, that we hardly have persons who are in a leadership position, especially at the center, who has the interest of this country, the future of this country, the future of the children of this country. That's why we're on our knees. There is no country that has not had problems, that has not grappled with more serious problems. You need to look at the number of civil wars that took place in Europe. Europe plunged us into 2 world wars. They've had more problems than we had. But look, at a point in time, they formed nation states, they came together, they agreed on purpose, and they went there. And today, shamefully, painfully, we are not the ones who are running them, who are enslaving ourselves. For goodness sake, please, let's come back home. Let us now begin to think. This government must now realize that beyond the time we had a civil war, and after the civil war, General Yakubu Gowon, established the National Youth Service Corps as a means of uniting this country. Do we have any major national program to unite this country, to give us a sense of purpose like the Americans have, that they are able to come together and say, no, America first? Can any Nigerian sincerely say we can put Nigeria first? Rather, what we have are a group of persons who constantly talk down on this country, and then we are angry. Why should we be angry? If we are angry, let it be righteous anger. Why should Kenya? Kenya is now leaving us behind. Ghana is leaving us behind. Everyone is leaving us behind. Whereas the Almighty God made us a natural-born leader in this continent, with all our resources, with all of these fine people, highly talented, who are shaking the whole world. Something is wrong, and it's up to us to solve it, and not looking up to the international community.
Thank you, Theatre. That was a very passionate, very, very passionate response, and I totally feel you. Can we get back to Edgar? Mr. E. Okay, as bad I know so you did here. As bad as the situation is, they always say behind every dark cloud is a silver lining of sorts. I don't know whether that is appropriate to use now, but yes, the phrase does exist. Now, let's talk about the success stories, because there are some success stories. So the success stories of Nigerians
definitely
striving against all odds prove that opportunities do exist. So how can society amplify these narratives to inspire others while still holding the leadership accountable?
Okay, so I always say something that the political space is the last frontier. So the silver lining in this dispensation of doom, began to show during Obasanjo's administration, where he was able to rebuild the middle class, based on the market economic reforms that he did. So that silver lining has been in place from then till now. So look at other sectors are evolving, are reforming, are performing according to international set standards, and that's why they can compete. With international business. So look at the economy, look at technology, look at entertainment, look at media, look at the studio we're sitting down here with now. This Arise TV is competing very favorably. Against CNN and the rest. 5, 10, 15 years ago, you walk into any office, you see people watching CNN and Sky News. Today, I don't know, maybe nobody's going to and they talk about it, but it's actually the Arise TV that they are watching. So you find out that the silver lining has come, impacted other sectors of the society. It's just this political part of it that I say having the kwashoko. It's just the political part of it. And sadly, the political part is the one that now decides and controls the other side of it. Do you notice something in the picture that released in France? Elumelu was in front. Dangote was in front. BUA was in front. I don't know why that was done. Our ministers were at the back. So that shows you that the silver lining has reached France. You get me now? So now, so do we expect a considerable change in political space? And I say yes. And what will happen there is what they call the natural selection. Whether we like it or not, we are human beings. People don't live forever. People will go. Atiku went. Awolowo went. Abacha went. That man in Ibadan, that Amalaman, Adedibu went. Do you get? Now,
who said that if someone says he wants to move for life, leave him. We live on that.
So which takes us back to followership. So the question now is that, are we ready as followers to consolidate on the reforms that natural selection will throw at us? That is the question we should be asking ourselves today. And I want to say now that our generation, Shoyinka called generation wasted generation. My own generation, I'm 55. My own generation from 40 to 60, I don't even know what to call us. I don't even what's past wasted. Because we were thrown up in servitude. Arrested development. We were trained to be servants. Engineer, doctor, we're executioners, we're not thinkers. Now, that's why I found out that somebody, my column coming out tomorrow, I labeled some Nigerians centurions. A centurion is somebody who is above 100 years of age, but officially he's saying he's 80 and 90. So I named the centurions, and I'll name them here now. Obasanjo is a centurion. Tinubu is a centurion. Afebalola is a centurion. Now, the question now is that this our generation, we are shameless. Because somebody like, what's that your guy name now? That your guy was South. That's what they call over now. That chief. That chief now will be Minister of Information in First Republic. Edwin Clark. I was shocked to find out recently that Edwin Clark was Minister of Information in the First Republic. And today is 2024. Next month will be 2025. He's still playing a very critical role. What has happened to the generation of 44 to 60? Tinubu is, we know his official age. What has happened to generation 40 to 60? Are we ready? And good thing about the whole thing is that whether we like it or not, the Davido generation has taken us out. That is why
you can so see. Edgar, let me round up. I need to ask Tia and Jesse Tega, one question is before I round up. So, where's Jesse Tega? Onopasa. I want to ask you. I mean, this sounds so bleak and so discouraging. So, do you believe there's a tipping point, or there will be a tipping point where Nigeria can no longer recover from its challenges, or is there always hope for a turnaround, regardless of the circumstances?
I don't think so. I don't think so. In fact, a long time ago,
you don't think there's a turnaround?
I
Any
tried
hope
to
of a
resolve
turnaround?
the problem. I don't think there is we are hopeless. Far from it. I resolved it both philosophically and mathematically. There is so much resources you can devote to evil and retrogression. The resource will run out because people actually need stability. They need reliability. They need development. They will attain critical mass at the level of progress, if only for self-interest. So nobody should say we are hopeless. Not at all. That things are bad. Terribly bad. Very, very bad, which we must acknowledge. I mean, you have to be godless not to acknowledge the fact that things are bad. Does not mean we are hopeless. We have hope, for God's sake. Seriously, we have hope.
Thank you so much.
And that we have bad leaders who run clannish and almost Kabbalistic administrations does not mean that our country has tanked. Far from it.
It's very
we
good.
are here.
It's very good. It's very good. It's very good to
over
end.
200 million people.
Thank you so much.
We will bounce back.
Thank you so much, and I truly believe that we can. Thank you so much, Joseph Edgar. Thank you so much, Frank Tietie. Thank you so much, Jesu Tega Onokpasa, for a very vibrant and interesting conversation. At the end of the day, we do hope for a better night.
All right, that was a wonderful debate right there. When I watched them earlier on, I was like, wow. You know, although they were not really focusing more on Tinubu and his administration, apart from Onokbasa. You know, we know that Onokbasa is only doing that because of his disappointment over the appointment of Boala, you know, sometime a couple of days ago. But still, you know, the other one, TT was just shouting, Nigerians are this and all that. But fear not let them talk about Tinubu at all. So these are hypocrite people that you must not get carried away when they're giving their submission. They always try to bypass and corner on the direct nail. So yeah. But meanwhile, that's it for now. I'm going to go to Edo State. Before I go to Edo State, I want us to quickly listen to this particular one here from Fayose Isaac.
President Tinubu, you now don't do us 419. Since they opened the refinery, petrol no gree come out again. So that means that day when they throw picture, when they said they are loading now, now figure, kai, authorities stealing pass yahoo, yeah. Authority. How you now go say something is ready and you are loading now? And since that day, you now don't lock gates. Check that go to lock gate when he opening one. Once he said you are open for business, how come fuel no come out since 5 days now? Trailer no enter again. The ones where they inside, they don't stop, they stuck inside. Who is deceiving who? Port Harcourt refinery. Now you lie, they lie. Oh. This NNPC chairman, we will protest for your office. Oh. We are tired of this your games and lies. After 7th lie, now you can't tell us they are loading. Now show us trucks, 4 trucks. Since that 4 trucks, nothing move again. President Tinubu, talk to this man. Oh, we are tired. Oh, and give us our refinery. Give us open now.
All right. Yes. Let's move on to. Okay, before I do states, let's listen to this.
I have yet to see an African leader reject an invite, which means something bigger is going on. See, Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was recently invited to come to France by Emmanuel Macron. And I said to myself, what an interesting time to hold out such an invitation. And they're selling this whole visit as a partnership of mutual respect and shared values. Please, that's code for we want something. Because let's face it, when your global south country drowning in external debt, not just Nigeria, by the way, your country becomes foreign property. So what's really going on here? I mean, we know that Nigeria's currency is in free fall. We witnessed increase in tax on its people, the loss of certain subsidies, all that to combat Nigeria's debt. But history will tell you that ain't gonna cut it, especially who you borrow money from, which explains why President Tinubu recently had a chit-chat with IMF Director Kristalina about restructuring Nigeria's debt. Now let me tell you something, when you open up that chapter, that's an invitation for developed nations to come shop at your country. Which brings me to this, wasn't France just recently booted out of Mali, Nigeria, and Burkina Faso, compromising assets like that dreamy uranium France has been depending on since forever? Do you think France was gonna step away like that? No. So who is the next convenient partner that they can use to get close to those assets again? Nigeria. Now, obviously, you can make the argument, why not Algeria? It's a francophone nation. But I think France burned that bridge with its Western Sahara stance. Well, I think people should keep an eye on this, what's moving in, what's being lost, because this playbook is nothing new, and it never ends with a handshake.
All right, let me tally that particular video up with this article here. As you can see right there, coming from Premium Time, you know, Nigeria, France signed MOU on critical minerals. That same MOU, let's say some of my panelists referenced to this MOU yesterday. They actually said a Black Panther, I can't remember. Yes, they don't sign that same MOU now. The MOU is expected to open new opportunities for the remediation of over 2,000 abandoned pits in the country through its plan to intervene in environmental rehabilitation and post-mining projects. How will we benefit from this MOU? Now, that one we should be asking ourselves. They don't go say, Obaseki send MOU for Edo State. I not see what you will benefit from that MOU as an Edo light. I don't know. So, but this particular one now, what do one benefit from this now? You know, the whole use big English to deceive some gullible followers or Nigerians. Nigeria and France have agreed to develop joint project to promote and diversify the critical minerals value chain in the solid mineral sector of both countries. Okay, I'll leave that one just right there. Make una see am say they don't sign up. Okay, let's move on. Let me take my last article that I have here, which is part of our thumbnail, as you can see right there on the screen. IPOB disassociates itself from Biafran declaration in Finland, says participants are sponsors of Southeast violence. Okay, the self-acclaimed Biafra Republic government in exile, led by now detained Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, had fixed December 2nd, which is tomorrow, for a declaration of independent state of Biafra. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has disassociated with the Biafra declaration in Finland, describing it as a scam and shambolic. Now, I mean, they talk this one on IPOB, now they talk so. IPOB, in a statement by its media publicity secretary, Emma Powerful, on Sunday said that there is no room for another Biafran declaration besides the one declared by late Dean Odemegu Ojoko, their foremost leader in 1967. The noble family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, led by the great and indomitable leader Mazi Nnamdi Ukoshuku Kanu, wishes to disassociate ourselves from the purported Biafra Second Declaration by an infamous no-name group. The so-called declaration is a scam. Then they went on. The self-acclaimed Biafra Republic government in exile, led by the now detained Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, had fixed December 2nd for the redeclaration of the independent state of Biafra. IPOB stated that it has become imperative to inform the international community, Biafra's friends of Biafra and lovers of Biafra freedom, that Biafra has been declared by late Dame Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojoko in 1967. So there can never be another one again. He stated that what IPOB is doing was to restore the sovereignty of the declared Biafra independence that was forced to surrender through genocide by the Nigeria and British government. Then he went on, unquote. IPOB is calling for a UN-supervised referendum for Biafran so that the declared sovereignty can be restored. Biafra cannot be declared for the second time by anyone. It is sad that some unscrupulous elements who failed in the mission to infiltrate and destroy IPOB went into the jamboree they claim was Biafra's second declaration outside the Biafra territory. Biafrans and IPOB in particular are happy that the fanfare the infiltrators had in Finland this weekend was ignored by all responsible media organizations. Those involved in the event in Finland were among the sponsors of insecurity in the Southeast region. Their agenda is to destabilize the Southeast, divide the people, and divert the attention of Biafrans and those sympathetic to the Biafra struggle by making the genuine Biafra struggle unattractive to our people. They failed woefully. Then he went on. In the past, leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was pressured by the enemies without to declare Biafra the second time, but he refused. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a brilliant freedom fighter who understands the seasons and time and the rules governing self-determination when those enemies within and without failed to push Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB into untimely and unnecessary Biafran declaration. They joined a Nigerian government agent brought from Finland to destroy the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Hey, God. IPOB, now God go bless you now, because everything while they talk, since that they talk for years. So I don't understand. Whenever I see people, big people like this talk about me, and they talk about which I don't talk about, rather, I'm always happy. All those here people they talk say, oh, you don't know much about IPOB or Biafra. Let me teach you. You better be can't teach IPOB people now because they are talking to you. Let me move on. He went on. They had already celebrated their foolishness, which they called Biafra Declaration in Finland last weekend. IPOB is an informed movement championing the restoration of Biafra sovereignty, and freedom cannot involve herself in self-deception and scamming people with the Biafra project. All those involved in the illusion and self-deception called Biafra Declaration in Finland are criminals, uninformed, and fake agents. Hey God. Hey, these people will be like, say, they bless me this evening. Eh? So all the people they insult me all this, why so? Is it not the same thing I've been saying? Let's move on. Only fools rush where the angels dread to enter. Biafra struggle is a thing of the spirit because blood has been shed and sacrificed for this ultimate project. Any person, nation, or group or people who dare to obstruct the Biafra restoration will pay a heavy price. By people, I'll just leave it right there. It long, not be small. But meanwhile, this is part of the thing I was talking about all this while. You know, but meanwhile, what do I know? Now, see, they paper, and so they read that for now, but me not going to make comment at all today before these satanic people come for me again. But meanwhile, I like us to move on. Mr. Alex, if you are the one on the backstage, let me know so I can accept you in because I can't see your face yet. For those of you that want to join us, please click on the link we posted earlier on, come into the panel and let's do this together. But in Edo State, crime. Listen to this quickly.
When Edo State government, under the leadership of immediate past governor of the state, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, inaugurated the first and second phase of the state water transportation boat scheme in Ologbo in September this year, the locals were overjoyed, reckoning that the problem of water transportation has been addressed. However, few months after the commencement of the water transportation project, the boats are nowhere to be found in the waterways. Commenting on the development, the Iyashere of Warri Kingdom, Chief Johnson Amashirulege, and Madam Endurance Akabe questioned the disappearance of transportation boats. They, however, called on Monday Okpabolo to put machinery in motion to revive the project.
We want him to develop all these communities and to give boats which we can use to move from one community to another. What we want is development.
After the commission of the water, he has to go away with the water transport, so we didn't hear anything about it again.
At Koko, in Warri North local government area of Delta State Jetty, the residents of the area said they have not seen any government boats since the flag off, but only the local boats are seen for transportation.
The new administration can pick it up because we need continuity. All the citizens need is what will ease their movement.
We are expecting it now for them to bring it for us. Delta State. Yes, Delta State, Koko.
The respondent said government is continuous exercise and urged the present government to do the needful and work out modalities and invest heavily on water transportation in order to make life easy for people in the riverine communities and also to effectively cushion the impacts of economic hardship of the people. Benga Hamed, ITV News.
All right. This one, so it shocked me. Obaseki come off for office. Then the boat where they carry people for that area, the boat don't miss. IT miss. Utifam. Why they remove them? These are the questions we should be asking. Eh? I don't understand.
Mr. Evis, boats are very, 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 very expensive. Very expensive. Very expensive.
Yeah, but who remove them? Who remove them? Wait till happen. Eh?
I will wait until it's my turn.
Eh? The boat where they put for there, everything they don't remove them. You don't understand what they happen for this country safe. The country, your day bala blue, anything can just happen. Eh? Who removed the boats? Ha! Now, wow. Now the people cannot even cross anymore. They are not using local boat now where they buy them before. Not be make Obaseki buy them before. Who remove them now? Obaseki, for where you hide, talk to us. Ah, may you still talk. Voila. The matter your tired person for this country. Eh? I don't understand. But meanwhile, I'd like us to move on. I have other video that I would like us to quickly watch here, concerning this cultism of a thing that is happening in those states. Let's quickly listen to these guys. Help us to press on the like button. Help us to share. It's very, very important to take our voices far. And they look for this thing. I don't know why, if I'm looking for my video, I can't find it. Oh, go now, please. Okay, I find it now. Don't worry. Okay. Finally, I got it. I wish. Okay, I got it.
A suspected notorious secret court leader has been arrested by men of the Edo State Police Command. The suspect, who has been on police wanted list, was arrested in Auchi, Isaka West local government area of Edo State. Crime correspondent Festus Alenke has details.
The suspect, identified as Osakbolo Edebo, belonged to a gang of armed men in Benin City, masquerading as secret court members that were at war lately in Benin City. The court clashes have left several young and promising persons dead in Benin City. A middle-aged man called Siri was few weeks ago allegedly gunned down in Benin City around Uwelu. The suspect, who was seen openly during the killing, escaped from Benin City and went to Auchi to hide. While in Auchi, he allegedly joined a gang of internet fraudsters, popularly called Yahoo Yahoo. Due to their fraudulent activities in Auchi, the police raided their spot and arrested the suspect. He was then transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department of the Edo State Police Command in Benin City for further investigation. During police expanded investigation, the suspect was then fingered as the killer of the said Siri in Uwelu, Benin City. The suspect narrates his level of involvement.
So they kill our person Lagbaja.
The name is Lagbaja?
Yes, Lagbaja.
Which area is that guy?
At Uwelu market, they cut off his head.
Inside the market?
Yes, they cut his head and his two legs.
They took it away?
They took it away. So that was how we revenge on it.
How many did you kill so far? One. Where was that?
It was from Mauchi, auto fraud matter.
Fraud?
Yes.
Okay, that is true. Another offense, police arrested you.
Yes.
Okay, tell us that one.
I was doing street and into...
Yeah, all those kind of...
Yes.
So what happened?
So somebody just our 6 million after taking his share.
Yeah.
Just our 6 million. Then we went there with violence. And we had a call police and they said we should come and settle the matter on station.
Yes.
Then when we went to station and information already that I'm here.
Okay, that's how the court matter now came in. I mean, the police have been looking for you, connecting that killing before.
Yes, it was those my guys that it was them that involved me.
Edo State Commissioner of Police, CP Umoru Ozigi, who confirmed the arrest, said other gang members now at large have been identified and will be arrested soon.
The command wishes to keep the press and the general public abreast of its activities, aimed at taming these ugly incidences of all related killings and other criminal activities in Edo State. I wish to thank the peace-loving people and residents of Edo State for cooperating with the police by volunteering useful information to help in curbing the menace of criminal activities in the state.
The police is expected to charge the suspect to court.
God bless our Nigerian police. No say sometimes they do something where we not still like. When they do it, we still like because they applaud them. This year face one and they see so now if they buy people they go for those states, they don't they look for them. In the process, saying that they hide, they do everything. You can't go join Yahoo Yahoo, we popularly know as internet fraudster. Those people they thief people money. I don't know how they take thief them. They write email or do everything, scamming and all that, blah blah blah. As them themselves now, they can't scam themselves. You can say, for this time, if you happen for this time, you can carry people where they buy people together, can go meet that particular person where scam the 6 million naira. So say you go know who I be for this area. Now there, all those one can't call police, the people with there can't call police and all that. And I can say, okay, we can't go talk this thing for police station. More you know I go be. In the process, say that the police station so now there now information, you know, it can't reach ground for our wonderful Nigeria police say, person where you follow now they inside this station so. Now person who they look for tele where they buy everybody they go away the way blood for everywhere for those days so. Say, now true they tell me so. Okay, let me see how they take catch this man with all this thing. 22 years old. 22 years old guy decided to waste his own life just like that. 22. Now, he have agreed, saying don't buy one. He said they buy your own person, they can't retaliate. They buy your own person, cut his head, cut leg, do all that, blah, 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 carry his head, go, and all that, blah, blah, blah. He can do. So you ask her now, say, how many you don't buy? Say one. For you, in the Nigeria Constitution, 1999 has amended. If you have admitted or caught in the act, say you buy person, you must be paid. Now, so it be. The painful part of it now is that 22 years old man have decided to waste his own life. Very sad. But meanwhile, I'd like to round up with my presentation today with this particular video. Comrade Tony Kabaka, the APC youth leader for Edo State, as many of you know him, say he hotel Obaseki destroy him that time. Obaseki demolish the hotel that time. We talk about all of them for a year. That during that time, you know, that hotel, I suppose they showcase him for years. Might say that feel see and might showcase him. To tally the people because we have new followers all the time. Let me see, you know, Kabaka Hotel. Let me see if I can see just to reference to what I want to say quickly. Let me see if can I? Okay, I don't see one, only one. This one is just okay. Let me just bring this one to your screen, guys. Bear with me. I find one about 30 seconds at least to reference to what I'm saying. And also for this platform, with the reference well, and before these satanic people come later now say, Naija Wash, waiting you talk that day, you know, line. We know they talk waiting on our line for here, you know. Okay, there you go. Where you did now? But I still download this thing just now. If they find this thing, I don't understand. I better gonna wait. I don't know where this thing. I be download them. I not see them again. I don't know where it is. I be download this thing. No. I be okay. I don't see them. Okay, bear with me, guys. I'm gonna play that. But I'm gonna press on the like. Now nobody don't buy me coffee since. We're gonna buy me coffee. Straight away, you they talk. This. Then we're gonna not make me verse so. I know say get the time I take the verse. Okay, thank you. Make on no verse. See I talk like that. Buy me coffee. So there you go. Okay, that hotel when I see for tell it so, Obaseki brought it down. He leveled the land, you know. I don't know what they do with the land tomorrow anyway. So we have so many videos in case we need to reference to it again the next couple of days because the case has just started right now. Tony Kabaka cried that time, not be small and all that. But the good thing now is that Okpebolo, I don't say Okpebolo, but some people are saying Okpebolo. Because of Okpebolo don't come power now, Comrade Tony Kabaka don't win the case back again. It means say that hotel where they destroy so Okpebolo administration go build down for him again, you know, or give him the money where that hotel can work now, and the money where that hotel supposed make for the past 4 years, if I'm not mistaken, where where they take destroy and so money we supposed make every year, all of them have to be added up. They're gonna give Comrade Tony Kabaka. So the way we see now, so for my estimation, that hotel now maybe say the figure say 1 billion, for example. All the money we're supposed to make for the past 4 years or 5 years, which I don't forget, that one the fiscal say another 1 billion or 2 billion. So as we speak, so Comrade Tony Kabaka is expected to be compensated with between 1 billion to 3 billion naira under Okpebolo's administration. Watch this, how Tony Kabaka to celebrate this verdict.
A wave of celebration swept through the gathering at Tony Kabaka's residence at Amagba as the appeal court reinstated his demolished hotel and granted him full entitlement. This decision comes after the former Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki ordered the demolition of Kabaka's hotel on February 5th, 2020, asserting it was built on government property. Friends, supporters, and fellow party members came together to commemorate this significant victory for the Edo State youth leader, who has remained steadfast in his political commitment despite the challenges he faced. Expressing his joy, Tony Kabaka emphasized that the demolition of his hotel was an act of wickedness, fueled by political rivalry. He maintained that the previous governor's actions were unjust and intended to undermine his effort and his contributions to the party. Kabaka's supporters echoed his sentiment, celebrating not only the court's decision, but also the resilience and determination he has shown throughout this ordeal. The atmosphere was filled with hope and renewed energy as they looked forward to a brighter future and continued advocacy for their leader and friends. In Benin City, Momo Andrew reporting for Afama Reporters TV.
All right, my people, now so we see him. Comrade Tony Kabaka said to be compensated by Okpebolo. According to Una, that guy with the shout for this, Okpebolo have done well, Okpebolo have done well. So Tony Kabaka can smile all over again. 3 billion naira, for my own estimation, will be credited to Tony Kabaka's account, for the demolition. Hey God. Government.
Who make that thing country? Is it not Obaseki that disobeyed the court order?
Mr. Elvis, can you see the stupidity and the foolishness of the past administration? You can see the lack of political acumen. You see the way it's costing Edo State taxpayers' money. So when we speak about Obaseki, people think it's hate. You are seeing this foolishness everywhere. I'll wait until it's my turn.
All right. Okay. Comrade Tony Kabaka, as when they talk now, is the happiest Edolites all over the world. I know what that one mean. For you to be paid up to 3 billion, it might even be more. It might even be up to 5 billion. Because different people have different valuations. I saw an article who said that Comrade Tony Kabaka will be getting up to 7 billion, while some say 4 billion. Me, I just want to bring it down, because according to in my own estimation, that hotel should not be more than 1 billion. Let's assume, and the money we're supposed to make there, if you calculate how much they make before per day, according to him, he said they make 2 million naira per day. That time we talk for television, right? I guess. So if you calculate 2 million naira per day, how many days do we have in 4 years? How many days? So you calculate that, times that together, so I believe this man should be, it will be, that is small money, my people. Anyway, That is all I have for you guys today. And God bless you now. Thank you very much for your time with us. So we need to start talking now. For those of you that want to call in, this is the best time for you to call in. I only have 10 seconds to wait for callers. I noticed recently my callers, you don't call exactly when you're supposed to call in. Maybe that you are not listening when I was talking, and later on while they are giving, my panelists are giving the submission, I'll see people calling in. I can't stop panelists from talking. Why? Because calls is coming in. You know, if you can target when they are talking, immediately when they finish and call exactly that time, yes, in most cases we pick the call. But if you don't do that, it's always a problem. But meanwhile, thank you very much, my people. The first person on the panel today is Midwest people. Midwest people, sir, if you are right there, I'd like you to talk to us. Good evening to you, sir. Okay, Midwest people, you are not available. I'll come back to you later. Mr. Alex, you are the next person, then followed by Black Panther. Mr. Alex, you have the floor. Talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Elvis. Thank you. I greet you. I greet Mami Diaspora. I greet my fellow panelists. I greet viewers worldwide and the entire Nigeria Watch crew. Thank you for all the good work. You think our work here is not working? It's working. It's hitting the right buttons, and I'm happy. There are results, both visible and the one we've not even heard of. First of all, I want to respond to yesterday's publication. Yesterday's program when somebody called me satanic because of the struggle, because of what I stand for. Mr. Chimeze, I will not. I didn't want to respond to a misguided element like you, a charlatan, a sentimental naive, a stark illiterate, a neophatic migrated hostage in diaspora. I will not blame you.
No.
So,
Alex, you can't do that here. No, take all those words, take all of them back. You can't.
But he called me satanic yesterday, sir.
And then use the word satanic for him. It's a popular word we use here.
Okay, I take them. Okay, I take them back. Okay, I take them back. I take them back, sir. I'm sorry about that. I take them back. But you can't mention Alex's name and not expect fireworks. That's one thing. Because I don't insult people here. I've never done that. So, anyways, Mr. Elvis, I'm sorry about that. If asking a government to fix bridges, to make the life of poor people easy, is what makes you satanic, I think I want to be satanic. If asking a government to keep to their campaign promises, like we're asking Okpewolo to do the same now, I think we are better be satanic. If telling the government why is there erosion in the whole states whenever it rains makes you satanic, I think we should all be satanic. If asking the government to protect its people in the spate of Fulani killings and kidnapping makes you satanic, we should all be satanic. So for me, I'll just leave it there. As for Samuel Ekpa and the Biafran, for me, the IPOB cannot, although they distance themselves, they would rather change that nomenclature, that name, IPOB, because if you cannot say you take yourself away from Biafra and your name, IPOB, stand for, Biafra pronunciation. So if they can change their name, it will be good. If they can remove IPOB and call it Eastern, or we are the indigenous people of southeastern Nigeria, fine. So as for Samuel Ekpa, I totally condemn what he's doing. And then I think it's a wake-up call for the Nigerian government to fix the country so that things like this will not be happening. We are tired every now and then. My congratulations to Mr. Tony Kabaka. I've never met him before. I've seen him on a close range at Ugbo Market here. So I have no affiliation with him, but this boils down to the stupidity and foolishness of the past administration. You see now, taxpayers' money. That's my pain. Taxpayers' money are going to be wasted now on the foolishness. And to make it even worse, the land they claim is government land is still empty. Till today, nothing is there. Nothing is there. You take over the government land for a reason. Let's assume it's government land. Kabaka has argued now successfully through the judiciary. At least they will not say we are satanic now, because the court has pronounced that the governor acted against the law. So for me, congrats to Tony Kabaka, and we are all seeing the loopholes and the way Obaseki wasted Edo people's money, and he's still wasting it even if he's not in government. So I'm not very happy with that. It's a very sardonic situation because 3 billion, 1 billion, even if it's half a billion, it's a lot of money. That's taxpayers' money. So I just think those state people, when we those that continue to speak against the last administration, well done. We were not fools. Can you hear me? Somebody's echoing. Somebody's. Oh my God.
This is Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik, you come in and you unmuted yourself. Disrupted the whole media. Go ahead, Mr. Alex.
So, Mr. Tony Kabaka, what was done to you, the court has proven that it was injustice, which I totally condemn. If you have a political grievance or differences with somebody, settle it on a political basis, not using taxpayers' money to settle personal scores. So, Obaseki should be probed on this issue. Since the probing has almost begun, they should add this matter to it. He has to find a way to pay this guy's money. Not use Edo State money. Don't use Edo State money to settle Kabaka. Look for Obaseki to bring that money and settle this guy. We need this money in Edo State. You've already flagged up some projects. You've not told us how you're going to carry out these projects financially. So I just think we should think about this deeply. Edo is like 30 years backward with the past administration. All they tell us is tech, civil service, secretariat. People, we don't have good roads. We don't have anything. We don't have nothing apart from that secretariat. No roads, no market, nothing, no infrastructure. So let me speak about France. Mr. Elvis, you played a video where a lady commented, and that lady said nearly everything I said 2 days ago about France. France, for me, I said it before. If you go and read history of colonialism, France was the most brutal amongst all of them, followed by Belgium. Belgium allegedly massacred 10 million souls in the then Zaire, present-day Congo. France did worse than that. France have never been known for anything good when it comes to relationship, apart from this European Union thing. And it's about give and take. Nigerians should be worried. If Mali, if Niger Republic, Burkina Faso, Guinea, could kick even Senegal could kick out France in many areas of their lives. Some of them, every area of their life. Why is Nigeria embracing France? Is it lack of education? Is it lack of historical knowledge? Is it lack of international studies and diplomacy? Is it greed? How can you be embracing France just now when Putin is breathing on the neck or throat of France? So for me, we have better be ready. I will not be surprised if we start seeing military equipment and tanks and personnel moving to any part of Nigeria very soon from France, because our politicians, they don't see beyond dollar and euro and pounds. They don't see beyond, I will give you money. I will give you money. You will win next election. We will do it again for you. They don't see beyond their second tenor. They don't see beyond money. Borrowing money left, right, center. That's all they think about. They don't care about your borders, your security. They don't think about your education, your children's identity, your integrity as a nation or as a group of citizens. They don't think about nothing. It's about money, give me money. And they forgot something. Where are all the monies, leaders of old took? Abacha was a president, so much money. Obasanjo was a president, so much money. Abu Salami was a president, so much money. Where are all those monies? Where are all those money? Mobutu Sese Seko, so much money. He was once the African richest man with about $7 billion or $8 billion assets, 98. He eventually died of cancer and those money went into thin air. Money do not make you happy. Money don't make you happy. Money is just a means to an end. What makes you fulfilled is the impact you make on people's lives during your lifetime. That is why we celebrate Nelson Mandela today. We celebrate Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana. We celebrate Thomas Sankara. We celebrate Modibo Keita, Abdel Nasser of Egypt. Money don't make you happy. It brings more problems. More money, more problems. So Nigerians should open their eyes France will not just give you a guard of honor, parade of honor for nothing. That's an arrangement of an imperialistic tendency. We should look out for it. Finally, I would like to drop it here. Please, I beg you, in the name of God, Biafran people, please, it's enough. You don't need to kill your people in the southeast to prove a point. If you need Biafra, there are legal ways to go about it. I don't want to see killings. I don't want Samuel Ekpa will face what he's facing in Finland. Don't kill your people in the southeast. Many countries left without shedding a blood. Pakistan left from India. Gambia left from Senegal. It was once Senegambia. Please, you can use the legal means to get what you want. It may take time. If your cause is genuine, if your cause and your intentions are real, it may take some time. Even it may not be your generation, your children will carry it on and win it. You don't need to kill anybody. And don't add those states to your state or to your imaginary Biafra land. Restrict it to the southeast. If those want to join you, they will come and apply. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I'll leave it here. Once again, I'm sorry for my for the first statements I made. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Alex. Thanks for your submission. All right, Midwest people, I don't know if you're available now. If not yet, I'm moving on to the next person. We all are working with our time today. Mr. Oduwa, thank you, sir, for joining us today. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Najawash. Happy Sunday. Good evening, everyone in the panel. Happy Sunday to everybody. Good evening, mommy in diaspora. Happy Sunday. Commenters, listeners, and viewers, good evening to everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, according to your time and your location. Well, Mr. Najawash, thank you for all you have done, you are doing, and you will still do. We really appreciate your great effort. According to the topic that Peter Obi and Atiku was not the one to collaborate. Well, for me, what matters is let them bring out a person, because we are saying PDP, APC is the problem. But to me, I don't see it so. I see it as a person who sits on those seats that are the problem. Because if the party said, don't do this thing, you talk out. Let know the people who don't want you to do something. So that Nigeria will know that this person is the cause of the problem, that you are not working. You wanted to do something, this person said, don't do it too. Then that tomorrow, that person will not talk when you want to do something. So if the Peter Obi and Atiku is not the one to amend themselves in a party, okay. But what matters to me is let we have a good person that will reform the land. Because even if it is their office oath or whatever oath is holding them down, it is person that make oath, it is person that break up oath. So let a good visionary come into the positions, make the country for us. Because I believe Obi and the other Kwankwaso, we are still trying to become an alliance of themselves. For Labour Party, I will advise Peter Obi never to remain Labour Party. I'll be saying this thing because I know that since what do they call a Papa or whatsoever his name, just started trouble and we could not really see the direction. I said Peter Obi should look for a party or create his own party. He should do it when it's still time now, not when it's too close. So I'm happy if they should emerge this time, then let them give us a better person, whether it's Obi or whether it's another person, but let him be the one that we have Nigeria first. Want to do things for Nigerians, not the one that will be looking into his own pocket and his own children's pocket, the great generation to come. So the greediness that put us to this condition. So that is it. Then for the Bebulu and Eskabaka and whatsoever, or even if it is caught, well, these are the reason I'm saying that Edo will be difficult to develop. I'm not lying. I know why. I'm saying that even when people are saying do road, do over bridge, I say, where are they going to put them? Where are they? Because people have encroached the land that is not supposed to encroach. I believe whether it was by hatred or by crook or by hook, most government land have been taken over by people. Me, I know one in First is Secular, very close to Sukmomba Road. That land was a government land. Back of front of somebody there. There were public toilets in that circle. Today, people have taken over that place. If anybody now come out and say, no, these people will not say, no, this one is not government land. This one is, if you go to all this year court, they will give him the person victory. I say, okay, but it was public toilet, so it's for government land. The areas that there were public taps, those were government land. All those things have been taken over by people. Or is it not this a new road that they are creating that is not even up to 30 feet? And they will not even give 15 feet to the road. They will make their fence to cover the road. When tomorrow person come and said, I want to make this road a better road than destroy it, people will say you destroy people's land. So there are things that Edo people do which is not really the way it's supposed to be. Schools, we are talking of this modern way of life, this modern schools, when people have rebuilt houses in schools today, in the name of development, in the name of they want to achieve for their greedy pocket. What are we going to say? Tomorrow when persons come and say, no, this thing, we will say it was this, it was that. I did not happy that Obaseki destroyed Tony Kabaka, something. But I will not be happy that Kabaka went and built in the school or the government land. Because these are the reasons that people at those states believe on Agberuism. That is why today, if it is that person that is thanking Bebolo have done well. Bebolo have done well, you have come to stay because Bebolo have given victory. According to that person talk now, Bebolo, you have done well. That today we are celebrating Kabaka victory. Bebolo, you have done well, you have come to stay. So they will use taxpayer money, as Brother Ale said, to come and compensate. But on the other hand, if really we say that it is the land of school, like in my local government now, the people that know Egba Junction, if you go there today, they have built houses in all those areas. When you go there, they will tell you it is their land. But those areas where students were making gardens, especially one that they build a church. So tomorrow, if one person come and bulldoze those things, another crack will come out and say, no, is that. And not only that place, in many places. So let good visions lead the land, and let our own people still have a better visions to know what is good and what is bad. So that is only what I can say in that place. So congratulations to them who win, to congratulations to them who lost, congratulations to them who do whatever they like. It is their cup of tea. Because those who really need work for it can volunteer his land and say, okay, government, if you have something to do, you can take it. So that is for that. Then for the IPOB declaration of Biafran, you see, Mr. Alex, thank you for your idea, but it is not really so. It is wake-up call for the Nigerians who claim to be their leaders to really do something in the land. Know that people are suffering and crying. Because according to what our Baba Niger was said that the IPOB said they cannot declare another Biafra. That Ojukwu were the one that declared Biafra. Well, it's truth. But Ojukwu declared he has not gotten the freedom. So other people are looking for freedom. Not only those called Biafra, even me that is from Edo or Benin or Niger Delta, we are looking for freedom. So we are all looking for freedom from the hands of the oppressors, who are the senators, are the governors, are the presidents, are the House of Assembly, are House of Representatives, which are judges, lawyers, those top officials, even banks. We are all looking for freedom in their hands. So IPOB declaration is not, this one is called USB. It's a code you plug in computer. So it's different from Unadi Kanu own. So thank you, Mr. Najawash. And it's even in exile. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Odua. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Abdul Malik, please talk to us, sir. Thanks for joining us this evening. Good evening to you. You have 8 minutes.
Yeah, greeting, Mr. Najawash. And
everybody in the panel, greet to Nigeria. IPOB disassociates himself from Biafra permanently. My question is this: is it not IPOB they are fighting for Biafra? How can they disassociate themselves from Biafra? Or is it because of the Ekpa arrest or what? But I'm not going to go into that. Peter Obi and Atiku met for alliance to kick out Tinubu 2027. Yeah, it's good story. It's good to hear that, but I wish Peter Obi would be the presidency. Understand? No, let him be the vice president. No, let him be the president, the front bearing of the president. Yes, it's better that way. Because if we get it that way, we get it right. Understand? But if he be the vice president, there is nothing will happen. Nigeria will still remain as the same as it is till now. Because all those Atiku, other people, they are the same thing with Tinubu. But if Peter Obi be the president, he can do things that will change the country somehow. Yeah, that is what I support that for him to merge with Atiku. Because currently, even Peter Obi needs some vote in North, especially that West North. Yeah, it needs some ground there. Because if you take a look at Nigeria today, it's like not part of the area. They are somehow, I don't really know how to put it. Like they when they say something, they accept, they take their word, like they value their work than part of the order of the nation. Understand? Just like this Usman Yusuf, Dan, the way he speak today in Arise TV. If other regions speak like that, you see the person will be arrested. Every time bully Tinubu, but there is nothing happen to the man. That is the real. I don't really know. You see, in Edo State, to the Kabaka issue, I did not surprised. Why is this? Because when you bought a land, that is the reason why you need C of O, certificate of occupancy, in case, because government can decide anytime that they want to use, they want to make use of the land for particular area. Probably if you have that certificate of occupancy, probably no matter how long it takes, they will compensate you. Yes, they must compensate you. That is the reason why if you bought a land, make sure you have that C of O, certificate of occupancy, so that anyhow the government came to, like they decide a day that they want to use the land, they can compensate you with any time, because it will take long, but not only one process. It may take long, but no matter how it takes long, they may compensate you. That is what happened now, because the previous government, they are the one that demolished the, but now the present government now, it take the lead to compensate the man, which is good. It's good for him. You see, how can somebody, if you take a look, how much that man build that hotel, and that man is like hustler, understand? But they just demolish your hotel without compensation somehow. Let us look, forget about politics. You understand? Because if you are in that man's shoe, yeah, they demolish your house, how are you going to feel? It's not good, it's not good, it's not a good story. Yeah, it's not good to hear. Yeah, I believe this Tony Kobaka, have that CFO. That is the reason why they want to compensate it for now. You have won the case in the court. Yeah, it's good for him. You see, this article issue is good for him. Obi to it's good Obi to merge with Atiku, so that we have ground in northern part of the country. Because if you take it, that is the only region that Obi don't have ground. In middle belt, it dominates. In southwest, it dominates. In south-south, it dominates. In southeast, it dominates. It's only that north part of the country, which is northwest. Yeah, you don't have ground there. If he being the president, it's good for him to make. But if it is in a vice president, it's not good for him. It's not good, because there is nothing will change. Everything will still remain the same, because Atiku is corrupt too. Is he not the one VP to Obasanjo? What happened? It's because of Atiku today Nigeria don't have steady light. How much contract they awarded then? But he used it to provide the Meccano generator. That is where he brought that company in Nigeria. Meccano is the one that holds that company. Meccano generator is the one that holds it. It's the money they're supposed to use to generate light, but he used it for generator to convert to himself company. Thank you very much, Mr. Najawad.
All right, thank you very much, Oga Abdul Malik. Thank you for your time with us and your submission. Okay, Oga Destiny, if you are there, I beg give us your submission, 8 minutes. If you are not there, I'm moving on straight.
I'm here, Mr. Najawad.
Okay, thank you, sir. Talk to us. Good evening to you.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and good evening, Najawad. I really respect. Thank you so much for giving this platform every time. And the Mommy Diaspora, good evening, madam. Long life to you. Good evening, all the commenters and the viewers. All the panelists, I greet you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your location. I thank, I always forget this man, the first person that speaks. I thank you for adding your voice to the buying that is happening in the East. And I so much respect. Regardless, thank you so much. You guys will always help us if these deaf people will listen, because all these people and the politicians, I don't even know the one that is more deaf, because they are very, very wicked, according to Nigeria Water and Satan. For Kabaka issue, Nigeria can never move forward with the way we support some kind of things that we are not supposed to support. Most of the things we know that is not right, but sometimes we have to support because maybe we do not like this one or we don't like the other one. Have any of us make the proper investigation and discover that the real land that he built that place is not for school before we can blame Obaseki for destroying it? Court give verdict, then we said it's right. Court that we know in that country, all the judges, in fact, okay, let me not say all. Majority of the judges, we know that majority of them are corrupt, wicked, bad, and evil. Then we are not happy for this kind of judgment. If person like Nigeria Watch and some kind of people have went there, do that proper investigation, and come out here to say that that land is not for school, I would condemn Obaseki to high heaven. Because I know that country that when your person is in power, you can collect any land from anywhere and have the sea of O for that land. And when the government that is not from your side, and that is where the problem comes. If this government is not from you, you will want to take that thing, and that is also wrong. But we cannot condemn Obaseki and praise Kabaka or be liking Kabaka. The both of them are wrong. If really the land is for school or is for government, so the both of them are 100% wrong. So we condemn the both of them. Don't praise one, condemn one, or saying what this one did is wrong, the other one did right. You that build there, if that's why I always say one thing. You see that country that we always talk now. If person that we want or person that we like is there, if the person is doing the right thing, some of us here said, we also praise, we also condemn him because maybe he touched somebody that we like and who did wrong thing. Because if somebody that we support win an election and somebody that we like also built in a wrong way, if this person that we like destroy that house or want to do the really right thing, or you know that this thing that you are doing is wrong, I swear some of us here will still condemn that person that, okay, why is he doing it like this? He's supposed to do it like this. You see, we'll bend the whole stories. That is we Nigeria for you, and which is very, very wrong. That is why when there was an erosion in almost all the whole Nigeria, if some government really said, let us do it the way it's supposed to do, the way this erosion will make sure that they make it not coming up again. You know how many houses that will go down? Because when they was building those houses then, they did not make plan for all those things. If they want to take all those things, they will make some house go down. And we will still condemn those governments. But when the erosion is not going well, we will still condemn them. Okay, which one do we want? Which one do we want?
Yes, brother, can I interject you for 10 seconds, sir? If you allow me into your time.
Okay.
You are right. To a large extent, we must still complain. But me, I don't have anybody I support when it comes to government. People don't believe it, but I hope they get to see that. Number two, if they want to fix something in the state, if a governor borrows money about a project, they don't usually use that money for that project. They end up stealing this money. They leave that project haphazardly. For example, Oshomole borrowed money when he was leaving office. 30 billion naira, 25 billion naira Waterstone project. He did not do that thing. And Obaseki left him to go free. So it's not about bringing down houses. It's about borrowing money and using it well, not stealing this money. That's the point here. Thank you.
I understand. That one, we blame all the whole leader for that, for not probing anybody. And some, the probe that they probe is not that they really want to probe that, just with some. If Obaseki probe of Oshomole, I could have been the happiest man. If Tinubu probe Buhari, I could have been the happiest man that they are trying. But all of them, they have their own backside. That is the problem. That is why I did not trust or believe in any politician in Nigeria. All of them. How can you tell me that somebody will come and steal you or something? Then when you get the opportunity to make sure that you bring it back, you say, I'm not here to fight for the past. Who's on the, okay, President, what am I achieving with the money that you have stolen? How can I get that money to do what I'm supposed to do for the president? I have to collect that money from you. They use it to do something that I'm supposed to do. Like the 30 billion now that Oshomole took. That project is still there. If Obaseki did the right thing then, Oshomole will vomit all those money. Will vomit it and they will use it to do the right thing. So thank you, Mr. Naija Watch.
All right, Mr. Destiny, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Everyone on the panel are giving their submission. Let's have our final submission. And I know say today is Sunday. I don't want us to have an extension of this broadcast today at all. But meanwhile, Mr. Alex, 4 minutes, final submission, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Thank you. For me, France do not mean well for Nigeria. I know my brother, Mr. Black Panther, tried to explain it like a professor in a classroom. What makes America great today? In the American military, they have historians, they have geographers, they have lawyers, they have mechanics, they have everything. They attempt to open books. What is the record about France? When you are opening your door for them, you open your books. Oh, what is the record? Why are people chasing them away? Why are they coming to you now? What have they been doing? Go and look at Haiti. France has abandoned them because there is no crude oil there. There's no minerals there. That's a former French colony. So for me, I just feel we should be very careful. We should be very, very careful when dealing with France. I call on the National Assembly. I call on the ministers. I call on the presidency. I call on everybody in government at the tiers of government to look into this matter. Tinubu is dancing a macabre dance that may backfire on us as a nation. What Niger Republic, what Mali, what Burkina Faso rejected, We cannot bring them in, garbage out. We can't do that as a country. We are too big, we are too intelligent, we are too blessed. And we should learn to build our country. We should address this Biafran struggle issue. Killing of your people is not the way out. My brothers and sisters in the Southeast, I'm not against your struggle. I just want you not to kill your own people. You can do it legally. Push for it. Send people to the United Nations as you've always done. Continue to push for it legally. Someday you will get it. This kind of struggles never die. Killing people is out of it. Staying in another country and inciting violence is a capital determinant to that. It can't work that way. You are inviting hatred from people who would have stood by you. Exactly one of the reasons the Biafran civil war failed. Exactly because the Biafran were leading. Ojukwu started encroaching into the Midwest. That was how countries backed up from helping him. That is the number one reason many countries left him. And Nigerian army started winning. And the British crown started, the bombardment through Gowon's government. So Mr. Gowon also, for me, at that age, he should be ashamed of himself. Him and Obasanjo, the country, they were head of state. We are still battling for electricity. Our young people are running out of the country. They don't know about the migration, about the prices of food stuff. They never discuss fuel price. They never discuss the rampant, crisis, insecurity in the north, in the southeast, everywhere in the country. The borrowings. Are they telling me they are not hearing that the government since they left power, they've been borrowing senselessly? Why are they not discussing the sufferings of the people? Why are they very quick when it comes to Biafra? What are they afraid of? See, today Scotland still want to leave the UK. Countries want to leave. Catalonia want to leave from Spain. Different countries want to leave from different countries. Why are they always afraid? Once it's Biafra time, they all run out. When people die senselessly, they don't come out. When we are buying fuel for 1,200 naira, they don't come out. What is all these things about? Is it that there is a deliberate attempt to keep Nigeria poor, to keep Nigeria underdeveloped? As for Tony Kabaka, finally, okay, let me don't end it with this, sir, please. As for Tony Kabaka, I call on Okpewolo, please. Whether you are Itiri governor, I don't care. Right now, you are the governor. Don't pay Tony Kabaka with those state taxpayers' money. Go and look for Baseki. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Alex, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for coming in to put your voice to this broadcast today. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Oduwa, your 4 minutes starts now, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Najawash. I thank everybody. Well, our brother.
Mr. Najawash, I'm here, but if you finish with them, yeah.
Our brother
Now Midwest people. So I did here. If you finish with you, may call me.
All right, no problem.
Thank you. Our brother Andrew Malik, thank you for your submission. Well, with our brother Nwosu, very good and quiet in understanding. I love all your submission. You see, that land, that house that was demolished, we had 2. He demolished 1 and leave 1. 1 have C of O. Then the other one did not have C of O, and that one is the one then demolished. Because why did he not have C of O? Because it was built in the land of school. So we're anyway compensating him because really it is money he used to do it. So me, I did not support bringing person money down. It would have better give him money and collect the land, let government start making use of it than demolishing him. That was what I said that time, and that is what I still stand for. So it's whether they say victory, so go and compensate him, but that land is not his own. It belongs to government. So thank you. Then for the Biafra own, this Biafra, they are now about 2 or 3. There is DOS, that one will still come out and declare its own Biafrans. Where the real IPOB, who said they are indigenous people of Biafra, that is different. This one is United States of Biafra in Ezza, so not in Nigeria. So when people say they declare in Ezza, not in Nigeria. The one that will declare Biafra will be the one that will declare in Nigeria. So maybe that one is the IPOB, which said they don't want to declare their own different. It is only restoration they are looking for. So thank you for that. And we are all looking for a way to freedom because we don't have freedom. That is why I thank Alakpasa, whether Alakpasa is what they call it. He said this Tinubu government is the worst government he have ever experienced. Because say corruption here is nothing to write home about. So because he himself is not looking for freedom. That's why I say he have food to eat. But we are not even mentioning what I said yesterday or the day before yesterday, that what the state need, let the government bring out tractors to make farm produce for our people to eat. Produce food. If there is food, then this suffering that we are talking about now will be a little. People can use bicycle. Even white people create vehicle, modify vehicle, they are using bicycle in their land. So people can do all alternative. Even if it is donkey, it can become what they use as transport. But let us have food. Bring out tractors that we go to farm. Make security for us, that people will not be driven away from their farm. So those are kind of things we really need. We can do things by ourselves. We can manage in all aspects we are able to. So Nigeria is a resilient people who can bear whatever that come to their way. Our Baba Fela said it. So Nigeria will just accept anything that come to their way. So they are afraid to look for a better life. So they cannot hold their government accountable. So that is for it. And thank you, Mr. Najawash. I really appreciate your effort. So for Alliance, Peter Obi, I beg you not only you, Alex Oti, and the one they say is working in Enugu now. Please, you people should come together to make a better distance for us. Thank you. Thank everybody. Thank you, Mr. Najawo. Thank
you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Abdul Malik, please, your 4 minutes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good evening once again, Mr. Najawo. This government, this current government in Nigeria, is like me, I don't really understand what they are trying to do. What is it all traveling about? What are you doing? There is nothing come up for traveling to go here, go, and there is nothing. This when you come to region, you have been traveling, but there is nothing to show. Still, you continue traveling every month to abroad. What are you traveling for? Why can't you sit down with your cabinet to fix the country, to discuss the major problem of the country? Insecurity, agriculture, and others. That rather to travel here and there, up and down, there is nothing come up. This government, they are not serious. They are just propaganda. Look at now. Refinery that they say that is working is loading 200 truck a day. It's lie. It's not true. It is lie. It's just full of propaganda and deception and tyrant type of government. They are oppressing people. Nothing they have not done. What type of government is this? This is the worst government Nigeria has ever had. Since. Why are you lying? The refinery is not working, but you are lying to the people that you are loading 200 trucks a day, and it's not working. What are you going to benefit? And probably people will know. It's not nowadays. Everything now is exposed in the world. Yeah, there is camera everywhere. There is nothing hide again anymore in the world. Yeah, it's not like before. It's not 80 or 90. This is 20th century. Why can't you do the right thing for your citizen? That to weaken everybody in the country. Nigeria need to rise up and take their country back. That is just the solution. Without that, there is nothing will change. Everything continues, suffering, everything, dollar appreciation, everything continues. There's nothing change. Since 1 year plus, you're in office. All we see propaganda, deception, deceptive, and everything. When are we going to get it right? When? Even people that are supporting this Tinubu now, you see now, some of them are complaining. Onokpasa number 1, even Asari number 2. But Onokpasa, there is something he said. He said he did not trust Tinubu anymore, but he will still vote for him. How? Like the last interview that he made in Arise TV. How can you not trust somebody, but you will still vote for him? Are you kidding me? That is lie. Somebody betray you according to what you say. You say you will still vote for him. You don't trust him anymore. He's lying. He betray everybody. That is what he will do to Wike too. What do you think? Don't borrow. They can use you and dump you. No matter how high it is, they don't send. They don't care. That is what we are facing now today in Nigeria. The judiciary really fucked up. They don't give Obi his mandate. That is the problem we find ourselves. There is no, Tinubu did not win the election. Nobody vote for him. The problem we are facing today is judiciary problem. Thank you very much, Mr. Evans.
Thank you, sir. Judiciary is the biggest problem we have in Nigeria right now. Okay, Mr. Destiny, your 4 minutes starts now, sir, if you're there.
Naija Wash, you agree make I talk?
You never reach your turn, sir.
I'll call you. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Naija Wash. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate every one of us already here. Thank you, Adu Malik and Ipaudua. Why they only forget this? Wow. But I thank all of you now, mostly for that our people where you tell them they don't buy regardless. Now they always support us. I beg, help us talk to them, because we really want. Nobody they tell them they not fight for what they fight for. May they fight, may they do anyhow they want to, but that by me they come out for his side. Anyhow they want to do more, may they get more. But my problem is that not be them. You won't get people where they supposed go to meet. They're not going to meet them. Whether not the money where they get for all these things where they do, now make them no one go the right place. Though they deceive from some of our people when no, I don't know how they put and I know go. I know they like why insult people or well, I don't live on like that. So like I said the first time, that's house where they destroy. Whether not taxpayer or not be taxpayer, before that man go pay for that thing, whether I go pay or not go pay, me they say go do the real check, because me I can never trust any court for Nigeria. I can never trust any court. For me, they don't give the ones they want. Nowadays, me not even believe in that money that they give them a bribe. Me they believe they because of what some of them don't do for the past. Because many politicians don't get their history, don't get their corruption cases, don't get their bad things. Some of the fraud where they enter, not be their certificate that they did there. All those kinds of things. People like Wicked there, Jagaban and Ho. Now many people not fit the talk. Not be seeing that money now that they give them. I'm waiting me and see, because if not money, at least some people for the reject them. But the way they take hold everybody, they don't even hold them for truth. Now for that down, now they for hold them. Because sometimes they hold you for truth, you feel shake. But if they hold you for that down, my brother, to talk the hard though. Now waiting me, I just see nowadays. And how we want to beg these people, may they leave us, man, that is the problem. Because people will for poor man. Because if I see those kind of time, military time, some judges feel still the open man, they talk. They give the right verdict, the right judgment. But if I see what they happen nowadays, I don't understand, seriously. Thank you, Naija Watch. I don't understand.
Okay, Mr. Destiny, thank you, sir. God bless you. Oga Midwest people, we don't call you tired since you don't answer. So maybe now. About 5 minutes.
5 minutes. No wahala, sha, but good evening. I greet your house. I greet everybody. I was a little bit busy, so when you called me, I've had so many people, talking, and I also learned from them. There are so many issues going on in our country. The system is a foundational one. Among those 3 guys you interviewed, they make one guy, I can't remember his name there. He spoke out of passion. He said, the unity of purpose has been destroyed, it has been taken away. And what is left now is power struggle and dominance, or in the name of 3 majority. The entire structure and system that's supposed to hold our leaders accountable has been eliminated. And that's the situation we find ourselves. It is good for young Nigerians, irrespective of the ethnic nationality, particularly those who they claim to be minority, to really see this statement and take it serious. Even when you are throwing weight behind any politicians, or in the name of their majority, carefully watch them. Because among these 3 people, none of them is going to, I don't believe in any of them coming to put truth into the reality on ground. That's just the truth. It's very unfortunate. That's my summation there. That the idea of believing one Messiah is coming to come and help us, for me personally, it is gone. If I look at what we did for our governor, past governor Baseki, and that issue of boats, government cars, everything missing. Why are they missing? Because everything he was building, he was also building it with the same idea and system that created the problem in the first case. No changes. The hope of Edo people, particularly diaspora, was that this man will come in and he will change the entire system. How we function, how we sign contract, how we account, because it's an economist, it's exposed. And that is exactly what is missing. And that thing, if you trace it, you will trace it to the top where I started from. Currently, as far as Nigeria is concerned, the easiest thing to do is to loot. Even there's no single room to build. So those people they are appointing and those who are dragging for their own purse, not for the country any longer. And the other man said, Nigeria is close to a failed state. I agree with him. We are not yet in a failed state, but we are close to it. And international community are aligning that if we push ourselves into that failed state, they will gain more. Why is France signing MOU? Look at the way the colonies throwing him out. And Tinubu want to rub shoulder with him because they know Tinubu very well. Because all his life he goes to France. I don't understand. Somebody from English colony. So he has been part of that system. They know him. Those that are intelligent, officers. They knew Tinubu very well. And they'll be working with him. So it's not for our interest. We who call ourselves like, no, it has been sold. Order from above, live here. We are going to dig here. And we will generate the money to develop everybody. Look at what happened in Niger Delta. They'll be drilling the money. Where's the development for the people? So that's the question we should ask ourselves. Because there is no way we're going to make success in that country without addressing the foundation, irrespective of who is coming. But however, this task issue that Tinubu is working upon is a great thing. It's a wonderful thing. If only they can really implement it with good faith. Because I don't trust any of them. And they always push into something on the basis of interest first. Look at the refinery, how disgraceful they are. Refinery have started working with the same diesel they pump into it. They sold that one out and they close everything down. So Nigeria is a joke. Now nobody is there. Police cannot question it. EFCC cannot go in. So to tell you the rottenness of our country because of this dominance, it's a shame and it's a big error. It has been made and all Nigerians are born to suffer for it, whether they like it or not, except people have to address it. That's just the truth. But even if they don't address it, Nigeria as a country is coming to address it. What happened? Hello. Somebody just play music on the background. Okay, Naija Wash. Hello, are you people hearing me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Before you play that, but they just use music to hang me. But let me just put this one. Concerning the
Round up.
IPOB, I will say one thing. The way they are pushing IPOB is something. Whether it's IPOB 1, IPOB 2, IPOB 3, as an Edo person, I will appeal to every one of them to kindly remove Edo, to kindly remove data from this the IPOB something. It's becoming very provocative and it carry significant danger because politicians may exploit it to their, and not because they are going to exploit it. Obi is coming. They know what to do with it. We are just appealing. We want to have peace, and why we use that peace to think of our future, and nobody should be distracting us. I am not Biafran. I am not an Igbo. Do your Biafran in your place. The greatest insult you can give to us is to put our name in that your list in a channel where everybody is watching globally. We have a king. We have noble people. That is an example that we are not the same people because we consult before we lead. Nobody should impose anything on us. If you cannot respect our own cultural heritage, don't put us into anything. Austria and Germany speak the same language, they have different country. Luxembourg and German speak the same language, they have the same country. The kings that speak German language in those days go and make people who speak French and they create Switzerland and they are working fine. Please take a door out of it. The insult is becoming too much and it will get to a time. If care is not taken, this will be something that is going to create a crisis that everybody will not believe their eyes. A lot is going on. In the north, these guys are already crawling to Nigeria. International community want to take advantage. Please stop distracting people. This is not the way to even fight. But if this is how you believe in your own way, do it in your space. That's just my submission. Thank you.
Mr. Elvis, please, can I ask him a question, sir?
No, what's the question? If they want to ask you a question, mute yourself. There's this feedback coming from you. Mr. Alex, quickly with the question. 10 seconds.
Yes, my brother, Mr. Midwest. Looking at that tax bill that you said Tinubu is a good thing. But for me, don't you think nothing that federal government does that ever comes out good? Look, NNPC was created to solve the oil problem. Anything federal government, it has never worked. And for me, it could be a good idea, but nearly every part of our constitution are brilliant ideas. How do you think the tax bill will work? Because Black Matter tried to educate me, but I'm still not educated about that. What do you think? Thank you.
Is the question to me?
Yes, now.
Yes, now.
Okay. Yes, what I will say there, look at the statement I say, if they do it with good faith, it will benefit every one of us. The problem is that there's no good faith anymore. So I'm so confused. Are they serious to do something different? Let us wait and see. But I doubt. So thank you. That is how I will do my own submission. It's a very good thing, just the way you said. We're almost saying the same thing. But what exactly is their faith in doing this stuff? So that's what we will wait to see. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Alex. Thanks, our God, Midwest people. Everyone on the panel have given their submission, both first and second final submission. Mr. Chris just joined us right now. Mr. Chris, thank you for joining us, sir. Good evening to you. I'll give you 5 minutes to also talk to us so that we can round up the show, sir. Thank you, my brother.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Anjawaj. Happy new month to you. Thank you very much again for this wonderful opportunity. Well, people, please allow me to stand on existing protocol. Time is not our friend here. Well, for me, I think for the tax bill, Mr. Alex just raised that in. And there's really nothing much. The truth is that it's supposed to be a good thing because people are looking at it from different dimensions. One, it's going to cut the knot to size. That's number one. And number two, it's going to call for the equal distribution of our natural resources. Because what it means is that you get what you contribute, a percentage of what you contribute. So this feeding bottle kind of approach will be gradually be diminished. And also the call for true federalism, it's one way of doing it. It's just one step at a time. Because after this, equality will begin to take place where you have so much inequality. A very good example is the fact that you don't allow alcohol and some other stuff in the north, you literally destroy every of those things. But when the taxes come, you get more of this tax that comes from alcohol. You don't reject those kind of taxes. And again, you can't keep laying claim to the fact that the oil in Niger Delta belongs to you in the north, whereas your natural resources there, you people take them and do whatever you want to do with them. And it will also lead to accountability, proper accountability. You know, this one that they are using their finances to sponsor terrorism, to rehabilitate terrorists and stuff like that. But when the money is coming hard end, I'm sure people will want to think twice with whatever they want to do with their money. And the greatest fraud of it all is that you cannot have regions that contribute the largest and they get the smallest from the national coffers. And again, for the people of the oil-rich region of Nigeria, imagine Shell, for example, the headquarters is in Lagos and Oando, Texaco, and all those things. The headquarters is in Lagos, but they do the drilling in Bayelsa. And at the end of the day, they pay their taxes to Lagos state government. So when this tax bill comes into full force, so it means that wherever they do their primary businesses, that's the place they will pay their tax. So states like Bayelsa and every other oil mineral producing state where there is drilling and exploration, they will get more. So overall, it's supposed to be a very good thing. But you know, in Nigeria, there's always this political undertone. And the political undertone I sense here is the alpha beta kind of structure. But if Tinubu is just going to do it like a win-win situation, then it will be fine. While the states are getting what truly belongs to them, he can be doing his own alpha beta wherever and getting the usual 5% from every tax and collected in the entire nation. And then, like I said, it's also a political game. Tinubu has 2027 to combat with. So this is just like sending warning signals to the north that he knows what to do with power, not like a Billy Jonathan. Then for the issue of Tony Kabaka, I think um, it's just a case of following the rule of law. At the end of the day, if you had bad government, it is the people that will suffer the effect of bad government. No matter what Okpebholo is going to do, is Obaseki going to pay the funds back to Tony Kabaka? No. It is still from the coffers of Edo State that they will give him whatever compensation that they are supposed to give. And some people that are saying that, okay, well, Tony Kabaka was wrong or Obaseki was right or whoever. But if both parties have followed the law carefully, I think we wouldn't have gotten to this place where we got to. I think there are feelers that Tony Kabaka built that house where there is no CFO, but actually he had a CFO. I think it was just the extension of the plot of the land that had no CFO. As in the CFO that was issued to him, he now encroached, he just added some like people usually do. For example, the plot of land is 100 by 100. He now took like 20 extra, something like that. So his original land had a CFO, you know. So it is because of that extra that he took. That was how the government came in. But be that as it may, the governor said, okay, you've encroached, so you face this, which is rightly so. But Tony Kabaka went to court, and the court told the government of the state, I don't even want to use Obaseki, because it wasn't Obaseki, it was the state. The court told the state that everybody should return to status quo. But the state refused to. They went ahead to destroy that building with the pretense that they want to, it has encroached into a primary school. It has been over 4 years and nothing was done there. The school was not rehabilitated. There are other schools in the state, littered all over the state. A video was played here last 2, 3 days ago of a school that is literally in shambles. Nothing was done about that. And you are busy looking for another building to demolish so that you can renovate a school. So all in all, both parties, there's no way you can exonerate both parties. But overall, I think the state government should take more blame because they ought to be the champion of promoting the rule of law. If the citizens are going haywire, you should come in and do the opposite. Somebody contravened the law by extending his land to where it did not, the CFO did not cover. Then you came as a state, you also did the same thing by not respecting your own courts And it's very instructive for we to know that the Tony Kabaka even won that case ab initio while Obaseki was still the governor, and that has been long ago. So all in all, I think the Edolites will be the ones to suffer. For Biafra, maybe that will be a case for this discussion for tomorrow, because I know I've already gone past the 5 minutes mark. And once again, Mr. Nigeria and Mommy Diaspora, I want to thank you both for this opportunity you give to voiceless people like we to be able to have a say in our national discourse. And thank you so much, sir. I'm very grateful for the opportunity. Good evening, everybody. Is Mr. Nigeria there? I mean, I continue.
Continue waiting.
I just was saying 5 minutes, so I just rush my thoughts, but everywhere went quiet. So, Mr. Nigeria, are you there?
If he's busy.
Or should I keep?
Chris, no verse. I feel might just ask you one thing. No verse. So as in close to that land, for this Europe when you do, anybody if you do that thing, may they not destroy the thing.
No, if you follow my submission, wait.
No, as he enter, so no, may I finish now before you answer? As he enter, so the destroyer is supposed to say yes. Now, right? Me not know before say he even enter. I don't know. You talk.
Bros, I'll ask you one question too, bros.
Okay, Destiny. I hear you.
I hear you.
I go answer your question, but I go still ask you one. Make we use Europe as standard. And also for Europe, if courts still give decision, government still they ignore the decision of the court, then go still go do another thing.
No, but in Europe, court cannot give you such decision.
No, now wait, all this ambivalence, maybe we know they put if we want to in Europe, can you even encroach another the place where they not give you CFO? Can you even try it in Europe? You cannot.
So you know that you will have not asked if God gives because God cannot give you.
Listen, Ipao Dua. I've said it here several times. I purposely did not mention Obaseki all through my pronoun. I said Edo state government. Now the state government issue you CFO. They say there is encroachment. You see that encroachment. In fairness to just maybe assume say no be Tony Kabaka. If you encroach, go. What will be the proper thing to do? Was that not what the court talk? That place where they not give you CFO put, they remove that place at whatever cost it is. It's not a problem. And what you say you want to use and do, you don't destroy that place for 4 years. You have not done anything there. So can we know? Okay, let's even assume Tony Kabaka is completely wrong, 100%. But can't we also acknowledge that this is politically motivated? Can't we also?
Oga Chris, I would disagree with you there. I would disagree. Do you know why?
No.
You know why? Whether the government will do something there or not, as you enter where you are not supposed to enter, they have the right to destroy it and leave it. If you come build for my land, if you come build for my land, I don't call destroyer.
Oga Chris, may I still put something here? May I still put something? Oga Chris, your question, you are very hello. You are very correct and you are very right.
No, wait, I beg, remove your mic midway.
What?
See, Oga wants to listen.
What echo?
Listen, Oga wants to. You see, now this problem, now we they get so. You see this problem where we they get. You see all these small excuses where we they give up and down. It's still join waiting the government till they deal with everybody. If they opened even all our freedom fighters, show already that time. Nnamdi Kanu, all these kinds of small excuse. So now they hold them back. We not go one see the political on that tone inside. See the case where the state government prove for court. If the state government go court say we want our land back, it's a different thing. Because one of the reasons why the courts even say make una hold on Now, because of what the state government tell courts, then tell courts, say, we need this land. State governments, okay, why must you need it now? Now, just this 20 remain. They say, no, we need them because we need to build something put. Can you get it? We need, why did you go destroy this thing? Why was it an emergency? They say an emergency because they need to quickly use and do something. You get the point? No, but did you follow? I'm not saying what Kabaka did is right in any way, not at all. Not at all. But we must always remember, it just to be like, see Nnamdi Kanu case, they grant her bail. Bail say if they grant you bail, wetin e mean be say we trust you, say you no go run. Okay. Then Burutaya and the people, then go Nnamdi Kanu house, then go the march around there, then we know wetin happen. Nnamdi Kanu wrong. When he run, when they bring her come back from Kenya, now wetin court they talk be say why he run. But Nnamdi Kanu say why he no go run when people come, then come here begin they destroy people, they buy dog, they buy some people. But court they ask and say, okay, if they buy some people, did they do you anything? Did they do you anything? Why did you have to run? If not be Supreme Court, we can say no. Now what do not they talk so? Whether they buy people around and make him still stay. So he has opportunity to run. Now he run. Even though say they not fit talk, he not go fit talk. So okay, they don't shoot on something or they don't shoot on something. See, if we behave like say we don't know, say na politics, Obaseki, sorry, the Edo State government they destroyed our house. Now be say we did joke now, we never ready. Now that's just the truth. Now be say we never ready. Okay, you see, there's a reason why we get caught. If we say we not believe the court, it's still now make me they talk. There's no way we can be politically correct in this. If we say okay, we don't believe, I think somebody talking just now saying not believe in the court, So the government, Tinubu government, they still not they still say they not believe in courts. Buhari saying no still believe every judgment whether they give freedom fighters, they not believe in courts. So that they do their own personal will. Now I make them not listen to any of those court judgments. If we say we not believe in court for this case, so it means every judgment we courts don't still give, we suppose us to still believe in. So whoever is doing any executive rascality, he get the right to do them because he not believe in court. What kind of argument are we pushing forward? When it comes to politics, like just personally, I believe there is need to just be consistent. This is not about any government or anything. People, if you follow people's political antecedents, you think that today we start to criticize government. Now Obaseki is the least government where we don't even criticize. Even while we were still during Lucky Gbenedion time, 1999, we were still in school, we were in universities then. We still do a lot against Gbenedion through 8 years. Not to talk of now, say we don't even pass, we not be students. See, like I talk, from beginning, na Gani Fawaimi party, na him I join. So in every time I look at issues, I must try as much as possible to be objective as much as possible. But that does not still mean, say I don't get my own political preference. It don't mean say I don't prefer candidates.
Midwest, say something. I was chanced before. May I say something about this one? See, what I want to say is this: the whole problem.
Echo too much,
please. I don't know why they be like this, so I don't even know how to solve it. Now, see, they hear me. Hello.
Yes, talk.
The entire problem, I fought the government because the system is very weak. Imagine, under this case, Obaseki is supposed to go to jail. If it is, I don't know where people live in Europe. If it is where I live, he will go to jail for it. Because he did not follow the due process. Abuse of power and everything will come in. 2, for somebody to build in a government house, running a business, paying tax, and the government coming to destroy it, there will be a lot of questions to answer. That's just what I want to say here. We cannot continue with this primitive system and hoping for investors to come to our place. That was an investment. Employing people, paying tax, you bulldozer it. It doesn't have seal of hope. That is to say, people can wake up and start building. In some place in Africa country like Cape Verde and Senegal, without an architect approval. Local government having that architect, what you want to build. If you put sand there, you go to jail, even when it's your land. We should leave this primary system of handling things. The bureaucratic system of Nigeria is what is encouraging this corruption. With that corruption, and look at what happened with the boat. Only Obaseki will be the one that will buy the boat. Then what happened to the Minister of Transportation? So who can we go and meet there now that will explain to us? And these are the people that are supposed to be in charge. Obaseki just to approve it because the fund is ready, everything is in place, the environment have done their own, he can see that all the bureaucratic procedure has been ready. That is what we elected him for. So that if he leaves office, we will have somebody to ask. Vehicles are missing because they were registered by Obaseki. They gave one person absolute power, and that's what we are suffering. This is what I want to say here. There's nothing to argue. Where I live, I saw, let me give an example. There was once old road I used to go past to my place. So they were not constructing dual motor carriage, that is double way express. So there was one little house somebody built there. It's like holding this out where they don't abandon. They went and removed it. After they construct this road, that is this in the middle of the road. I see them building it back in Sweden with holding this wood, creating that same structure. I asked, they say court said they should go and build it back. Because why? The owner, they have judged to pay him. The man said, I will not collect this amount. I need another money. And in the case we're still in court, they did not wait. They start constructing. They obey the court law. I see those, the government, that court law, they were building that, they built it completely again. After like 3 or a month, they remove it again and start constructing that road. That is the power of judiciary. It is the last hope. So that's what I want to say there. Thank you.
Thank you. You cannot use this to compare the one you just said. Now, olden days house, then bring a new road to come and meet this. This one is olden days school. Then bring a new house to come and meet that school land. Who's supposed to go to jail?
God bless
can
you,
I say something now, guys? You all be talking. Please, can I say something, please? Just a minute, please. Please, guys. For me, let's go historical now. Please, I've been waiting for everybody for over 10 minutes now. I said I wanted to ask a question.
Let's talk.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys. Let's go historical now. If you watch in 2016, Tony Kabaka, please mute yourself, please. Somebody is unmuted. If you watch in 2016, Tony Kabaka was among the team that brought Obaseki to government. So what now brought the problem? The problem is this. Tony Kabaka was asking for either settlement or there was a discrepancies over settlement. Obaseki chased the godfathers away. He retired Agberos, like, supposedly, as it was those days. He wanted to bring in something new. People were even happy. So when they had that back and forth, Tony was like, we brought you to power. You can't do this. The party has a structure. He was insulting the governor. At the time, later he apologized, but the governor said it's too late. He was going to punish him. The house that he has built for over 10 years, there's a hotel attached to it, suddenly became on government land. And there was a court injunction on that matter. Against the court injunction, that the governor Obaseki cannot do that. The court has already restricted the governor because there is some atom of truth from the papers brought by Tony Kabaka. It was a personal issue, a political party gladiator issue. Just like I quarrel with you today, suddenly you tell me the land you gave me before is no longer your land, it's for somebody else. That's what happened. He now used the state power to overcome Kabaka. So, and he now made everybody believe, like it's his nature to make people believe a narrative. At first, he said they wanted him to share money. He now made us believe Tony Kabaka beat on government land. But the real problem was Tony Kabaka was asking for settlement. He chased them away. And Tony Kabaka insulted him and he said, I will show you. By the time Tony realized his mistake, it was too late. And the governor carried out his threats. So that's what happened. We all saw it. People went to beg. They begged on live TV. Tony went to church to beg. Everybody went to beg. But nothing. Obaseki went ahead. So who not truly knows if that thing was really on government land? Obaseki knows how to set story to you.
Alex, the school is still there. This one is not who truly know. The school is still there. The city of O cover the whole land. No, let us not deceive ourselves. I did not support Obaseki
for me, Obaseki
but let's be truthful.
He used government power to settle personal issues.
Obaseki is supposed to seize that house for government purpose, which is agreed. But the school is still there till today. The land is there. It is government school.
So If okay, let me just round up. If let me round up. Yes, you can disagree. Let me round up, sir, please. Let me just round up.
Okay. You know,
Let me just,
if you do the
okay.
investigation, or person like Nigeria would do investigation and said that land Tony Kabaka did not encroach in any school. 100% today, I will disagree with Obaseki, and I will condemn Obaseki like the way I am condemning all the whole leader in Nigeria. But for you to say it's because of he did not compensate them, he will not go. It's only Tony Kabaka that worked for Obaseki that Obaseki did not compensate.
Okay, can I come in now? Can I come in now? Let me just round up. Let me just round up, sir.
Let me round up, sir.
But it's my turn now.
The rest of them house.
Okay, let me round up, sir. Let me round up. Yes, if anybody build on government land, take the land. But if there was no issue about godfathers and agberos asking Obaseki for whatever they were asking for, I don't care to know what was the problem. If there was no that issue with that land, with that thing being on government land, so that's my point. Don't use your personal issues. Don't use government power to suppress people because you're in power today. Now who is suffering it? Don't people taxpayers' money? So that's just it. If it could have arrested Tony Kabaka, it could have converted that building to something that even abroad they don't even act like that or outright demolition. They can turn it to a refugee center. They can turn it to orphanage, government office or something. Not immediately. They may not demolish it immediately. They can do it maybe in 10 years' time as the investigation goes on. This is a personal issue between him and Tony Kabaka. Thank you.
Even there was a court injunction that they should not bulldoze it. He did not obey. That is why I said he deserved to go to jail. That's just my summation. Everything was politically motivated. Even the judgment of these are not my brother. Every court in Nigeria I must come. Any judge that pass any judgment from in Nigeria, I must obey. I must fight to get myself out of it. I must obey. Don't tell me any judgment. Why won't I? I don't know. I think I have spoken my own mind. You are free to. Don't throw it to me. The thing is that this is my own opinion.
All that is echo. Please off your mic. If your own is echo, off your mic. When you want to talk, you can on.
Make una wait.
I beg, Midwest people, off your mic.
I think from this point, we will take on one after the other, even though say we're supposed to don't close. But as Nigeria was never come, no, we take on one after the other. If one person talk, another one go talk. And everybody will go off your mic, because if you on your mic.
Yes. Once you talk, please turn off your mic. Thank you, sir.
It will vibrate for Midwest people's side. So maybe we start like this. Midwest people and the Oga Onsu Destiny, and I be they talk just now. Oga, Midwest people talk, say as long as say court don't give the judgment, now be say court don't give judgment. I think Onsu Destiny be one response. So Onsu Destiny, wait till you want to respond, or maybe we just move on.
Yeah, I say make all those APC people not they come here, they want to deceive themselves. They say that they deceive us. Who's court for Nigeria? They give the real judgment where we say nowadays. If you tell me say court they give judgment before you believe her, you they accept her. You get court where they Nigeria now when they give the right judgment. Where go see.
So what do they talk? Wait, man. No, wait. So what be your opinion about the court judgment? As in, Obaseki
my opinion. No.
I have to talk now. Midwest people say there was a court judgment.
They're not the judge the right judgment.
So they're not the judge the right judgment. Yeah, what will be your suggestion? As there was a court judgment.
Okay, how go take judgment when not they okay.
I know you go.
I go take judgment when not do.
Okay. You need to make yourself clear.
If not me, I not go take judgment when not be the real judgment.
If now you be governor, if now you be governor,
I will never be governor. But as me as individual,
wait. Be bold and stand to your point. Is it that? Are you saying that because say courts no they give judgment when they okay. So as they give that judgment, Semi Obaseki no destroy the place. He no need to obey that court. Is it what you are saying?
Yes, because
that's
court
what you are saying.
for Nigeria not the take the yes.
That's what you
court
are
for Nigeria
saying.
not the take the
That's
one.
because
For Europe,
the
you
governor will feel, wait now. Maybe we catch this one air. So if governor feel say this court judgment not be proper judgment, so he no go.
This is my problem. They cannot go only just because of governor. Me they tell you even as individual because Nigeria court is not a court.
No, not be individual matter with the talk. So what Midwest people talk say for this case now. Alex still talk say for this case court don't give judgment, but you they say which kind judgment be that? Are you saying that Obaseki is right or this government of Edo State was right for not obeying the court judgment?
Oga please not even dey understand wetin where me I did. I'm not dey talk about this case alone.
No, but now this case, now may we face this case. Now this case, the argument is so may we face them.
Which are you talking about? Say, yeah, with this case too. With this case, okay, may I put an option with this case because the judge then, if they do their own research with their evidence where they give them, they know say really if this guy encroach on government land, why would they not give the right judgment?
Well, the thing be say, you know, see, people, should you not see why the kind of leaders where we get, why they don't listen to court judgments, you know? Yeah, because now, wait.
Rubbish.
No, wait. You see, it is very, very funny. Say if government not dissatisfied with court judgments, your responsibility not be say you not go obey the judgment. You go for appeal. You go and appeal that judgment. Now make that they get appeal. There's instrument for this. You go to appeal go review the case. Even if you're not satisfied, you go still carry that case. You get opportunity of carry and go high court or so and so. You feel even come out from Edo State self. Federal court there, Edo State. You will go federal court, go complain. Say you don't like the way this state court. And before we even continue, now Obaseki be governor then. Now he get the power over all the courts for the state then. And the courts he give this judgment. So it is the same thing now. The same argument must be extended to Buhari. Because the reason why Buhari and the people not still obey court judgment, we say, the case not go the way they want them. That is just exactly what you are saying. It's just, see, democracy, it can never work. It can never work like this. Sometimes we just need to cover our eyes to whoever the thing they happen to. In this case, to see, it's even, I don't know whether now this thing, I know, it's even painful in my mouth. Say I'm even taking this position because it's favoring Tony Kabaka. Anyhow it is, we are supposed to be speaking up against him. Because in that first election, then they used to rig whatever they rig for that election. We are supposed to be speaking up against it, but at every point in time, we just need to be able to, I don't know, we just need to be able to say whether not truth I go call them or to leave our own personal preferences. Because today, not Tony Kabaka, it can extend to any person tomorrow. Any person tomorrow, any person at all. If you arrest any person tomorrow, any freedom fighter, and court give judgment.
That one, there is no freedom fighter. There is nothing freedom fighter inside.
Freedom fighter from here.
Mr. Chris.
Tony Kabaka to be say a freedom fighter. No, they don't. There's two different something here.
Mr. Chris.
Una not dey listen.
Wait. Midwest people, I'll give you opportunity. Abdul Malik, I'll give you opportunity. See, a power doer. Now we dey on air. Make we try to listen now before we talk. Anyhow, make we try to listen. Did I call Tony Kabaka a freedom fighter? I'm just saying by extension. I beg now. Midwest people. Sorry, Abdul Malik, I'll come to you. Midwest people, you want to talk something?
See, my brother, what I want to say is this. All these things we are arguing here, it is the bureaucratic procedure on ground that they need to change. How we build structures, how we manage it, the government should function in all of them totality. This reflects the failure of government, the failure of system. That's why somebody can erect a building in government land, running a business, paying tax to the same government, and nobody to be held accountable. And even the governor abused court law. The law said, don't break that house. Don't break it. You're supposed to obey. It's to take the level of lawlessness that they have created for us, or in the name of power strongly. Nobody want to respect any as we have political influence. Even the judgment of today. Why is it that now it is not they are judging it? Because of Baseki political influence then, we're able to silence so many things. Now, new sheriff is on ground. So their guys and their people will definitely have fair judges. So those state people tax will continue to pay for Baseki error. It's very painful. People should beware of Godfather and Godson. Because if they start fighting, whether you like it or not, the progress of the land will come to pay for it. And the way they structure Nigeria, Godfather and Godson, is totally not going to be something we're going to, kick aside easily. It's going to be there. It's going to play in this politics. It's a politics of criminals. It depends. Let's pray for we to have those that cannot sell us. And that is why I supported Okwebu. And I will come to support him. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you, Midwest people. We come to Abdul Malik. The truth be say, we supposed to don't close, but Oga Naija Watch, Mr. Lewis saying they backstage. I just say I make an announcement. If Naija Watch, if you are there,
Mr. Chris, I'm here.
Oga Alex, I'll come to you. I know so we supposed to don't close.
I want to say me no mind them, no mind them.
Yeah.
Now that what they now, no mind them.
Oga Alex, I they come.
They are cacophony.
That they come. You see, Midwest people. The point where you make just now bureaucratic process, I go still talk about them. I'm not making any argument because of Tony Kabaka. No, I'm making my argument because it can be another person tomorrow. You see the same thing they are doing with Nnamdi Kanu. That's the same thing they did with that case. The first judge where they in charge of the case, they come out and that one do they go give another judge. That one where they go give, it just gets some few months to remain for the for the state service. When that judge retire, they carry and go give another judge. The French judge where they give, that one saying go study the whole case again from beginning to the end. It's just the same game these people are playing. No matter what it is, make we try get the temperament to make sure say wetin with the support and go be standard so that it can be applied in every situation, irrespective of our own personal feelings or inklings. Abdul Malik, you be one talk.
Yeah, good evening once again, Mr. Chris.
Good evening, sir.
You see, Nigeria is a country where the government feel like power is in their hand. They can do anything undo. I see no reason why, even though you are a government, you want to demolish somebody's house, you must inform that person ahead with court order. You cannot just come emergency and start demolishing somebody's house just like 1 week or 2 weeks. You must give court order like ahead 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, or 1 year to inform that person so that the person will be aware. According to what you said, just like see if that land have C of O, okay, the part that don't have C of O, you have the right to demolish it. But that part that have C of O, you don't have the right. Even the government, because it's the government that provide that C of O. Yes, but the part that don't have that C of O, you have the right to temper that area. But that very part that have that C of O, you don't have there's no matter the government you are, you don't have the right. Because anyhow, that case, that person, the owner of the person, the owner of the house who have C of O, it will want that case no matter how long. Yeah, the thing is the matter is very clear. It's not what we are just deliberating on the issue. It's very clear matter, understand? Thank you very much.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you. Before Alex come aboard.
Now, so me I still say I believe saying the matter they very clear. Unless we want to attach just emotion or feelings to them. It they very clear. Like I talk personally, I for like make them punish Tony Kabaka, but what about if now my person did the same situation tomorrow? Epa quickly your interjection before I come to Alex.
Okay, thank you.
Alex, wait.
No,
abeg.
no, but it's Mr. Dua say may I come on board just now.
Okay, Alex, talk. Epa Dua Mudia.
Mr. Chris, no mind them. No mind them. Mr. Chris, no mind them. No mind them. Me. You know my agent. No mind them. You get one guy with the Facebook where they talk no mind them. APC guy. For me, I just think that the governor shouldn't have demolished that house first. He should have seized it if it's on government land, then convert it to something else. Probably arrest Tony Kabaka and put him somewhere for the next 2-3 years or something. That's how leaders behave. Just take him off the street. That's it. Since he's the streets, he seems to be a street person. Take him off the street, put him somewhere until your government is over. Then that building, since is a subject of litigation or legal illumination, so you have to wait. Because there was an injunction. Injunction means a restriction stopping you. Probably the court have seen something that you didn't notice. Because sometimes when we are all human beings, we can be in a hurry and we will not see some lines when we are reading through a document. And the notice was served about 3 times, according to the counsel of Tony Kabaka. Let's assume it's on government land. Is the first thing demolition? No. You can convert it to something else. Children playground, government extension, government office. You can take one ministry there. It was a beautiful hotel, about 30 or 40 rooms, employing more than 100 workers. You know, it was a beautiful thing. Then you take it while the matter goes on until you are clear. It can be 6 months later. That was my point. I'm not saying I'm not supporting Tony Kabaka. Neither am I Obaseki. I'm just probably the way I talk. Sometimes people just say, hey, IPC, hey, you're IPC. No, listen to me very well. You will hear the truth. So Obaseki right now should be made to pay the compensation. He should be sued, if possible, arrested. The money they want to give to Tony Kabaka now will make him rich forever. Trust me, because with this matter now, hey, that hotel then he complained that the hotel was worth 300 or something million naira then. I remember him crying on TV, on live program, that he was crying. Then, right now, with deflation and everything, according to Mr. Najawa just now, rough estimate, maybe 1 billion naira, which is very correct. And they will not add expenses, damages, legal fee, all those things they spent. You are looking at 2-3 billion naira Edo State taxpayers' money as compensation according to the court. So for me, it's the rashness and the harshness, the quickness, the swiftness of Obaseki's action due to personal issues. If I'm a governor and somebody is insulting me on a personal basis.
Okay, let me also ask a question. Let me quickly add to this one, please. What of the whole community where you destroy with seal of hope? Then imagine now we have to pay with Edo State money.
Exactly, my brother. Exactly. So for me, I just feel Obaseki was not a leader. He should have just remained in the office, all those bank, all those things. It's like the leadership is in different. It comes sometimes some are born leaders, some learn it, while some are passionate people who learn on the job. Obaseki was none of them because he was in government with Oshomole for 8 years. And he was also in government for another 8 years. He did not learn anything leadership. He did not read books. He's good with figures, banking, all those office matter. He was not empathic. Leaders don't do things like that. Igbinedion, our great chief Igbinedion, he was having issues with
all those office figures where they talk, my brother. They want to steal. It's not the one to develop.
Yes. Chief Igbinedion was having issues with Ogbemudia those days. Ogbemudia was a military administrator. He gave Chief Igbinedion's contract to supply buses, and those buses appear later, died before a stipulated time. It's like it was something like a fraud. Ogbemudia dealt with him on a personal basis. They settled it. He did not use state power. They settled it amicably. They had a way of doing it. So using public show of force on some, and now it's not affecting you and me. It's my money and your money they are going to use to settle this guy now. That's my cry. Pebolo should not do that. He should go and look for Obaseki to pay with his own money. He's a banker. He has a lot of money right now. before the EFCC will catch up with him to start vomiting money like Emefiele is doing in prison. Because they say every day, if they touch Emefiele, he go vomit money, trillions of naira, billions of naira. It's like, let me not go that route. So for me, Kabaka, Obaseki, they are both wasting our money right now. That's my point. Kabaka won victory. I congratulate him. It's his right. We are in a democracy. But Obaseki is going to make us waste our money. 2, 3, 4 billion naira right now. Look at that. He's the youth leader of APC. He go reach 10 billion they'll give him. Because no wonder he has not been fighting over collecting of revenue, all those anything that they are doing right now. He has been quiet pursuing his court case because he knows that's where the money is right now with inflation and the legal compensation and everything. So the shame is on Obaseki's government. It's not out of hate. It's just the reality. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you, Mr. Alex. Talking about Western world, Nigeria, sorry, Mr. Lou is still there backstage. Mr. Lou is still there backstage.
Okay, Chris, thank you. I think Justin wants something.
Of course.
Okay. Ogale is thought say make they compensate or they not compensate. I was surprised that Ogales and the Midwest not say make Pueblo go do research on that land first before talking of compensation. If really and truly the land is not for Kabaka.
Yes, you are right too.
Yes, you are right too. What the matter we court don't step in. So you want to tell me say courts never do any investigation?
No, wait.
Nigeria court they do research. People want to go to supermarket go look for evidence. There they go.
Just wait. This is our P court. We still have the Supreme Court. So let Okpebolo go and
also, Mr. Wonsu, let not just debate over this one. They're not go any other route again. Let's be sincere.
No, I understand. You go talk. Oga wants to continue.
Okay, I understand. Say me, person like me, I never believe any Nigeria court. But I'm just saying, just to say, because Alex say they will compensate, they'll use Edo State money to settle Kabaka. Now then, I be my own. She say they're not supposed.
Now my own the sweet you, Mr. Nigeria was first said it before now. And my own just sweet you inside.
Oga, Oga wants to. You don't make the point. Now see, Oga wants to.
Wait, let me finish, please. Let me just round up now. And not be say Oga let's not dispute me. What I'm saying is this: make Okpebolo not because they did the same party or they did the same group. You just as this court just give verdict now. We just pack a don't take money given. If you do the whole research, check if really and truly the land is for the states, they go to Supreme Court. Thank you.
See, Oga wants to, assuming waiting with they even talk now, we say, maybe some of these things where you talk, say, okay, Okpebolo, not just go pay this money or appeal the case. I go take all those ones from Una, say, okay, it's somebody mean well. Now this one be the problem where we they talk. I don't see any reason why, because this whole thing is political. Okpebolo go one pay Tony Kabaka. Now opportunity to pay Tony Kabaka everything where he do. This one a very good opportunity where Obaseki create for grant where he go take pay. So now choice if he say no they go, not be say if he say no go appeal now because it's political. He actually want to give Tony Kabaka money. So even everything where Tony Kabaka go demand now, we not even sure say now then go even tell and say add this one. To compensate him. Just like the same way the house was politically destroyed. Now that same house now, 4 years later, now they want to that avenue they want to pay Tony Kabaka back. This is what we are saying. If now appeal, how will the governor go to appeal when he get opportunity to settle person politically? That's why we say in every situation.
Mr. Chris, 1 minute.
Mr. Chris, sir. Mr. Chris.
Yes, sir.
No mind them. No mind them. No mind them.
Mr. Chris, can
No
you give me
mind them.
10 seconds?
Abdul Malik, you go talk. Maybe Paul Dua talk first. Now if I indicate Paul Dua.
Thank God, though. Well, I thank God say Alex constantly enter the same road, the same motor when I did, and we can't dey drive go the same journey. You see, you see, I said it even when they showed that house. That is why I said we don't have thinkers, good thinkers as a leaders. Right after I said, Obaseki not supposed to destroy the house. What you need to do is you make it a government of something. Then the thing you need is, as far as it is Boni Kabaka used to be it, give him money to say, okay, you know, this is government land, which but Kabaka himself know that it's school land. So, and that is why it is 2 houses built there. They did not destroy the one. I still said it. They did not destroy one. It was 2 houses built. It's just like those people who have, where they built 100 by 100, they would build stores, face me and face you stores. So one part is of the school, while the other part is of his own land. So they are compensating him not because of that land, because they know that it is money he used to build it. So it's not because Tony Kabaka go and collect that land back, it's not your land. No, it is because they know that it was money he used to build it. So it will have not been destroyed. At least it will have been used for another thing. Let this person have money to go and face another thing, or even if you did not pay him. And that is why when they are saying cut injection, which I agree that Obaseki will have still obeyed the court and say, okay, we seize this house.
Hey, Paul, do a pause there. Pause there. Pause. I want me you repeat that thing again, make people hear. You say you agree, say Obaseki would have obeyed the injunction. Yes.
Yes. I said it because why I said it is that I did not support demolition as fast as I said those
No. See, leave the demolition alone. Not be whether you support them, because what you they talk now be say Obaseki for convert the house to do another thing.
Yes.
No be that one they ask. What they ask now be say that court judgment. Obaseki is supposed to. Sorry, Edo State government supposed to respect the judgment. Yes or no?
Yes, because we need that has to do for a better thing. We don't use. The reason we are respecting the injunction, the reason we are respecting it.
Listen, Paul Dua. I know they like all this kind of talk. Everybody they since we they talk say courts. We don't know which kind of judgment they come from courts. So and so we know the way our courts be. So and so we are here vehemently trying to make a case for the rule of law and order. And now you have agreed. It's a very good point you have made now. At least you don't agree, say it's supposed to obey. Whatever you now do with the house or whatever, all those ones for me are inconsequential. They are inconsequential.
The reason I'm still saying, because me, as Edo son, we know that once house is being built, don't go and destroy it. So that is Edo son for you, real Edo son who know what tradition says. Now, the only thing you can do is seize that house, let the person go to the right direction that which is supposed to go.
No, wait. You don't feel talk 2 things. You say Obaseki is supposed to respect the judgment of the courts. Once you don't agree for that one, then Obaseki, the state government don't get the right to proceed with any other thing again. Don't you get it? To go seize them or to convert them to anything or no. As long as say you don't agree, say the state government.
Now, okay. And this is where you see the reason people say they don't believe courts, because such a court don't even supposed to give such order when you know that this is government land. If the court are really court that supposed to do their really job.
Wait.
Let us everything has two sides.
Wait, make a reply. See,
everything have two sides. The courts that are really doing their job. You know, the Nigeria court said they cannot go and be looking for evidence.
Yeah, this thing won't see Paul Dua. This thing won't they talk.
Yes.
Make I know here say Tinubu government or any government no obey any judgment to make I no hear that one again.
If the Tinubu government obey judgment before, the judgment when it bring Tinubu content, not tell you say they not go market, go they look for evidence, even though they put evidence for their table.
So the court, they still they right where they know Tinubu government still they right because they not believe in the court, just like you they talk. See, we not fit cherry pick. This is now the court where we get. Now that one we go use now. You know if you stay on your own.
Now the same government where we get, now we they use so. Yes, now the court where we get, then we they believe. Now the same government where we get, now we they use. And that is where the life we they find is difficult for us.
This is the problem. This is the problem. Every time we want to argue, may we win. This is the problem. This is the problem. Not be so these things stay they work. We just need to see people are listening. This is not how these things work. As long as say we get caught.
As long as say we get caught and the court is not benefiting the way it's supposed to benefit. That is why people are complaining about the court. That is why people are saying court is no longer the hope of the common man.
Papa Adua, may I ask you a question? Not be abroad you. If they are destroying any house in abroad, do you think it's the governor? If you think it's the governor of that state that is destroying that house?
It is the government of the state that is destroying it. The government of the local government depends on the
Look at what we said. I use the word. Do you know whether it's the governor? The answer is this. In most cases, though, we practice different things. All those places you see they are demolishing, building a new house, now court, and they finalize them with the local authority before anybody can go there. In this case, where I live, if my government here in Sweden now is to pay compensation for this, the next question is that who will go for prison for it? We're talking about government money here. The government is going for it.
Nah, the same thing in this Europe here. That is why before that person build house, the local government, the local authority must give him permit. But the one we are doing in Nigeria, the local government doesn't give us permit. We just get up and start building whatever we like. Here, local authority must give you permit first before you can start laying a block.
You've made that point. You see that argument, that one a different argument of its own.
No, it is the same argument that gets to this problem that we are talking today. Because if the local government were the one that giving that permission, the state government will have not said you encroach our land today.
No, Ipadua.
It is not the state government. Wait, can't the state government? Is the court not government? I want to ask Ipadua to just one moment.
Okay, did the court give it go ahead to go and build that house? Is the court that give it go ahead to go and build that house?
Midwest people already answered that.
No, it's court that give him permission to say go and build that house.
No, court was not created. It was not created to give permission to build that, but it was created to settle disputes. Now the
same thing. The local government were created to give permission.
Let me land this
the local government did not give permission to it.
Papa Dua, we don't need to argue over this. Papa Dua, we don't need to argue over this. Look, here comes government, and inside that government you have the judiciary. You understand? You also have the executive. The head of the executive is your governor. And I think Attorney General from that, if I'm not made the mistake,
of the state,
of the judiciary. So now they all work for one body, but they were set up for different purpose, administrative purpose. Now the court cannot tell you go and build house. It is not their duty. But however, if there is a dispute, whether between private, the government, or anybody, they will approach the court of law. And when any judge from there say this, and that thing, everybody must obey. And that's what I'm trying to present here. I'm not trying to say Kabaka was right if anybody encroached any government land, or whether he approached government land or not. But the area I want to say is that the government has failed us as a people. But however, the governor who did not obey the court law should go to jail. And that's what I'm saying. If we are serious people, where you live, if any governor does that, he will go to jail. We're talking about court order here. Because we live in a lawless society, and that's why you see people don't respect law any longer. That's just the truth.
Midwest people, thank you. Oga Abdul Malik, you want to talk something before. You still did there, I don't forget.
Midwest people, no mind them. No mind them.
Alice. Abdul Malik, fire.
Yeah, Mr. Chris, once again, good evening.
Good evening.
There is what somebody said, which is destiny. He said that the government should appeal. not to pay the money. How can you say that? Because when this man have C of O, which type of appeal government will appeal not to pay the money? It's not possible. Let the C of O cover the land. It cover the house and the property of the land. There is nothing like appeal anymore again.
Abdul Malik, you see, may I quick jump in? Now I be waiting with the talk. Government, they know say they not fit go appeal. They know already.
According to somebody make that comment, somebody make that statement.
Then God wants to destiny. Government knows say if you go appeal, I don't know some things. It's so difficult to explain. Everybody knows say the purpose of C of O, the primary purpose with this. The whole land for the state belong to government. But anytime government give it C of O, government they talks, okay, this your land, take this paper. Anytime we need this land, we will compensate you. That is just the borderline behind C of O. Because any land, no matter how important the land is, if the government want them for development of the state, government go get them. But you have to compensate who get them, who get the land. And waiting Midwest people talk just now. Say if you contravene the law, you will go in for it. See, I will tell you now one story. See, for Denmark, this thing happened like 5 years ago. You know, all these people where they come from Afghanistan, they come for asylum and things like that. So one of them, husband and wife, they can't say the age. You know, most of this religion, they marry early. So they can't say the age of the people they never reach to marry. Now those people say no, the country where they come from, now our law, any person if you marry, now our law be that. If you marry for 15 years, if you marry for 17 years, you don't need to reach 18 years before you marry. This one a refugee. Make una they listen. Wait to make me they talk this story, not be 20 years ago, it's just yesterday. So the Minister of Immigration then they can't separate this woman and the husband, carry them go different places, whereas they're supposed to give them the same place because say they be husband and wife. You see, these people, immigrant too, we can't seek asylum, they can't carry the case, go court, do. For them, I
just did the woman. May God bless you. Not be J that woman go go.
Make you wait. Make una go on. So they can't do. They can't carry the case, go court. Those immigrants, if people will come from Afghanistan, can't seek asylum for another man country, they can't win the case against the Minister of Immigration. Because they tell and say, these people say the age when they tell they marry for their country, now they tell marry. And moreover, not be here then, not be this country where you be minister, so not be here then marry, now their house. They're not even supposed to come here in the first place. Now war pursue them come your country. You're supposed to respect their marriage. You're not supposed to give them, you not do anything, you just separate and give them different apartments so they not fit stay as husband and wife. Now, these people they win this case. When the court of Denmark, where they want to give judgment against their own minister of immigration, they give the judgment in such a way that no option of fine. No option of fine. The woman must go in for that. So that's
my brother, you are not lying. You know, say na Sweden me I don't read that for newspaper. Everybody here now.
Just type for Minister of Immigration went to jail. Denmark minister that went to jail. Just put them for Google now. Just put them for Google. Make you by yourself read the full extent of the case. You know, this thing be say we don't feel they live for abroad. Then we not go feel allow wetin we they call fairness. The minimum where we go feel fairness. Not be every time we go one argue. Make I even remind IPOB Disassociates. I know say for this platform, the land where Obaseki, Edo State government collect. Me I know they call am Obaseki again. Because some people they feel say na attack on Obaseki. No. this attack on injustice. I know, so you don't complain of those land before, the village land where government collects. Say they want. So why? Why will you? Why will government not collect it if government get it in 1 year and do? Why will the government not collect it? You see, these are the kind of things I'm saying. We just need to, anyhow, maybe just try and maintain small standard, no matter what it is. Because now this kind of thing, I would say they give our government unnecessary power.
No, sir. You use my own that, like, I'm always talking of a WC that Obaseki went, let's say, okay, government went and collect. Now, what I'm saying, it collect a WC livelihood and give to foreigners.
The entire Orion will not only a WC, please, even my own village.
Okay, yes, okay. They give it to foreigners, so
yes,
you cannot use that to compare.
And so, no. And so, because the government need the land, man.
No, a foreigner was the one that needs the land, not the government. Who is the government? Is the people.
It's not the way it works. If you want to build, let me give an example here. If you want to build structures, you want to do something that have to affect the people now, not a vast land that belong to community, because those land have their own authority, and the closest authority to those land is the local government. Because when you take the like here where I live, I don't know other country, Europe, that very right is the sense of belonging. Why those people is part of those country. They were once like us, different people. So if you take that right away from them, they are not going to fold their hand. So you can't just go and take those large land and say because you are a governor. It is not allowed here at all. Nobody will try it.
Midwest people, now we tell they talk with that. Say if you know good for that one, you know go still good for this one. That is mine. Nobody say I support. No, why will I support taking community land? Not at all.
Okay, thank you.
No, not at all. What to make me bring her in? Be say a power do what they condemn that one. So it's still supposed to condemn this one as well. That is why
this one has a place. It's two portions. You buy something and you not thief another property. Is that the same thing with the one that you just went to those people's livelihood and collect? This is two different something explanation. You have bought and don't wait not them way do you. You have bought. You know that this is what you bought. Don't over.
Okay, where we live on, we still there here. We go see meet ourselves one day for another argument. Mr. Anjawo, sir, please.
All right, Nadowe, thank you, my people. I wanted to give you guys time to end that particular 1 hour. That's fine. Tomorrow we'll continue from where we stop. 4 hours is enough for this particular block. If I never plan more than 4 hours today, but that's fine. That was a very interesting debate between you guys. That's why I was listening here. Thank you guys for coming in. Take this folder. Appreciate you all. Thank you guys. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. Abdul Malik. Very much, sir. Appreciate you. We're having someone else was okay, Mr. Destiny. Thank you for joining us today as well. I appreciate every one of them are people at the end of the broadcast right now. We didn't receive any call today, I guess. Yeah. We got only one super chat from Rosie Ayosh today. Very much Rosie Ayosh. I'm very grateful. Very much people. Alex was with us as well on the panel. Just remember. Thank you, Mr. Alex, today. Thank you, my people in the comment section. Mother of all my diaspora. I appreciate you. Abazi, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you, Mr. Johnson Manuel. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. Your evil line. On top. Thank you, my brother. Shukudishu. Bless you. God bless you. Max Wessier, thank you. Louis, you were backstage and missed that. Thank you very much. Tomorrow, another we join us together to talk about what affecting us. Thank you very much, Raf A. And right there. Like I said, at the end of the before you leave, to share. If you join us and then channel so that you can with us whenever we are talking about what is affecting us in